KHOW, Denver's talk station.
Summer in Colorado, and if you don't want to spend it painting, do what your neighbor Lynn did. She called Rhino Shield.
The house was built 42 years ago, and the paint was flicking off. And I just saw the commercials on TV for Rhino Shield. They said it was guaranteed for like 25 years. And I thought, well, let me just give them a call.
Rhino Shield ceramic technology is specifically formulated for our unique climate right here in Colorado, and it's Class 1 fire rated.
We did the Rhino Shield under the roof line, and I had several French doors, with all the windows, so they did the Rhino Shield and the garage door.
Right now, Colorado, you too can have the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 10% off the regular price.
I would highly recommend Rhino Shield. It's a very good company. Oh, and neighbors, they were all impressed with it. And I said, well, Rhino Shield, I've got their phone number.
Here's owner Jim Williams.
This offer is limited, so call me at 844-317-4466. That's 844-31-RHINO or rhinoshieldco.com.
Go Rhino Shield.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores.
Hot and windy for your Thursday. Temperatures today at 92 degrees, and we're going to have a good breeze coming in out of the south up to 20 to 30 miles per hour. I'm Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Worse.
Staples prints anything you need for your business like banners, flyers, and signs. And Staples will beat any price quote. Plus, now print more, save more. Up to $150 off your print purchase. Offer ends 11/2. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details or staples.com/price match for price match guarantee.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeartRadio station. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free. Never sounded so good.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. An earthquake felt widely in the Los Angeles area today. It was a magnitude 4.7, centered just north of Malibu. People reported lamps swaying, but no reports of serious damage. Fires continue to blaze across Southern California as well, burning tens of thousands of acres. Thibodaux, Louisiana Mayor Kevin Clennett says damage in his city was minimal from Hurricane Francine, but they're still assessing all the flooding.
But I have to be honest, this one packed a little bit heavier of a punch and more rain than what we anticipated late last night. It seemed like the water just continued to come down and the wind continued to whip.
The now tropical storm drenching Louisiana, Alabama, and Mississippi. More than 400,000 customers still have no power. Former George W. Bush Attorney General Alberto Gonzales has joined a growing list of Republicans who say they'll be voting for Kamala Harris this November. Gonzales, in a political op-ed, says he thinks that Trump is the most serious threat to the rule of law. This is ABC News. Amid new threats from Russia over possible Ukrainian missile strikes, the U.S. Secretary of State is continuing his trip through Eastern Europe. Here's ABC's Tom Rivers at the Foreign Desk.
With Russia now chalking up daily gains in the east.
Can Ukraine still win? Yes. In fact, we're determined to see Ukraine win this war.
Secretary Blinken was just in Kyiv listening to calls to allow U.S. missiles to be fired deep into Russia.
We will adapt, we will adjust, and make sure that Ukraine has what it needs when it needs it.
Kremlin spokesman Peskov believes such a decision's already been made, and Moscow's prepared to respond in kind. Tom Rivers, ABC News at the Foreign Desk.
Another sign of cooling inflation, the Producer Price Index tracking prices at the wholesale level up 1.7% compared to a year ago. Two of the world's biggest car companies are now talking about working together. GM and Hyundai say they are exploring ways to collaborate on new cars and new clean energy technology. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Music is a bridge between the material and the spiritual. My name is Harvey Lauer, and I'm 82. As a blind person, you have to be aware that nobody can tell you what you can or can't do. You really have to try things. My folks got me a little radio in 1940, and that was the best Christmas present I ever got. When I was 11 years old is when I started to play music, play the piano, and then the accordion, and then the cello. My wife, who was also blind, was a good cook. When she died, that's when I started Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
It's Meals on Wheels. 1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
KHOW News Time, 10:03.
Aurora leaders are responding to former President Trump's claim during Tuesday's debate that the city is being taken over by gangs. Mayor Mike Kaufman and City Councilwoman Danielle Jurinsky issued a joint statement saying that issues experienced at a few properties do not apply to the city as a whole or large portions of it, and the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua has not taken over the city. Jurinsky spoke with Fox 31.
This is a hard thing to come out and admit that you're having a problem with in your city. I hope that Aurora trailblazed this entire situation and shed light onto the problem and expose the Tren de Aragua gang, and that now federal partners will step in nationwide and help.
The statement says Aurora police have linked 10 people to TDA and arrested 8 of them. A red flag warning in effect this afternoon and evening across central and eastern Colorado, including the Denver metro. Meteorologists say hot, dry, and breezy conditions will result in a high risk of wildfires. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America.
Well, it's been a busy one for us this morning. Things are finally starting to settle down out here on the drive this morning. We still have this crash cleaning up to the left shoulder, westbound I-70 at Hawley. So you do have a heavy ride coming across from 270. It's going to stay busy up to I-25 for you. Cleared out that wreck, southbound I-25 north of Colorado. Better looking drive through there. Northbound I-25 running heavy and slow from Orchard, getting outside the tech center. And the crash cleaning up to the left shoulder, westbound C470 at Bulls, but our backups have finally cleared out from Ken Carroll's. We take a look at your weather for today. Partly cloudy skies, shooting for a high of 92. It's 71 now. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A. Copyright 2024.
We're less than 2 weeks away from our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Taking over T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. Stream only on Hulu.
Get tickets while you still can now at AXS.com.
This year, you can be there to witness all of the incredible once-in-a-lifetime performances live and in person. Buy your iHeartRadio Music Festival tickets now, starting at just $55 plus taxes and fees at AXS.com.
This is Jay with Excel Roofing. If you have hail damage, call 303-761-6400. We're the best roofing company in Denver. If you would like to work for the best roofing company, you should call me. We need more project managers. If you're organized, not afraid to walk on roofs, and a people person, call me. 303-761-6400. ExcelRoofing.com.
Fall is for planting during the Tree Farm's 50-cent tree sale. Buy the first tree at regular price and choose a second tree for only 50 cents. These are perfect trees for your yard, farm, ranch, or mountain property. 6-year-old 4 to 5 foot tall evergreen trees now get 2 for only $4.20. Choose from Black Hill Spruce, Montrose Spire White Spruce, and Columnar Norway Spruce. It's a 50-cent tree sale at the Tree Farm. Come see.
I-25 to exit 235, then 5 miles west to the Tree Farm.
Hurt in a car crash? Get John Fuller on your side. Search Attorney John Fuller.
It's the Dan Kapla Show.
Afternoons 4 to 6.
10 seconds here, Tom.
Trump is still tracking the victory, including
I'm here.
Harris wants us. Did Trump agree to
Testing
that? What
one.
impact, if any, will it take?
You sound beautiful.
For?
Yeah.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice, you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What is happening in your life? How can we help you? All you have to do is give us a call, and we will do it at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Hello to everyone. What is going on? Let's talk. Right now, we had a couple things left over. We wanted to follow up. Garrison called, and it seemed like a pretty serious issue we wanted to get to. Whatever is on your mind, keep this in mind. We aim to solve problems. Okay? But sometimes if it's too far gone, we can't solve it. We just can't. We try, but we can't. So what we're going to do now is attempt to solve your problems, right? Okay, so let's go and talk to Garrison. He bought, I believe, a used car, and he was about to tell us about the purchase. What's going on?
Okay, so thank you for taking my call, by the way. So I bought a used car, and during the test drive, the dealer said, hey, the AC's not working. We'll fix it for free. We'll deliver it to you in a few days.
Okay, so what did they say they were going to fix first? They installed what?
The air conditioner wasn't working, so they said they had the parts ready. They were going to fix it, and they would deliver it to me when it was done.
They fixed the AC. So okay, go ahead. Then what?
Yeah. So they on their way to deliver it to me, I guess the car overheated. So they brought me a loaner car, took my car back to the shop to fix it.
Now, why did they? Did they say they were the problem for the overheating?
They didn't say what the problem was. They just said that it was overheating on the way to deliver it to me. So I guess wherever it broke down, I guess they swapped out with the loaner car. So they brought me a loaner car, and they took my car back to the dealer, and they had it for about a month. They said it was the head gasket. So they still, I had a loaner the whole time, so I wasn't complaining. When they did bring me the car back, I had it for 6 days, and it overheated again. I actually had to miss a day of work, had to pay to get it towed back home. They took the car back again and gave me another loaner, and had it for another month.
Wow, you know what? And they've been trying to fix that same thing ever since?
And it happened again yesterday. But this time they're saying, oh, we don't have any loaners. We may or may not cover the repairs. We may or may not reimburse you for rental. You know, and it's like, well, it's the same issue. It's been happening.
You know, it is the same issue, but it's weird. This is a weird situation. Let me tell you why.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because technically, did you buy it with a warranty or did you buy it as is? How did you buy it?
As is.
Okay, technically, if you bought it as is, they didn't even have to fix the air conditioner unless they fixed the air conditioner before you even got it. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And they agreed to do that. But then on the way to you, when it overheated, they could have technically said, unless they caused the overheating problem, and again, this would have been so strange, but they could have said, you know, Garrison, your car overheated. You better get that fixed. I mean, technically, it would be so screwed up because you never took delivery. They could have said, you know, you bought the car as is. Now, we did fix the air conditioner, but this is another problem. But they didn't, so they attempted to fix it. Did they replace the head gasket?
I would assume so. I'm not exactly sure. So when I picked up this last time, I asked them to give me a list of all the stuff they did, and they said they'd get it to me, but I never got anything
So
yet.
the same problem right now is overheating.
Yes.
But it still persists after how long? When did you buy this car?
I bought the car June 15th. I probably had it in my possession for maybe 3 weeks since then.
June 5th, yeah, but you had a loaner. Do you still have a loaner?
Yeah.
And where did you buy it from?
Corf in Fort Morgan.
Corf. Is it called Corf Used Cars?
They're a Jeep Chrysler dealer.
Corp Jeeps. Okay. Now, here's the thing. So they tried to fix it. They haven't been able to. Now the question gets very interesting. Are they required to fix it? I mean, truly, are they required to fix it? Technically, they're not. I mean, except they kind of bought the problem. You know, in other words, they actually hurt themselves by getting involved. So what do they say they will do for you right now?
Well, when it happened yesterday, I called them back, and they said if it's related to the repairs they made, they'll cover it, but they don't have any loaners. And I said, what about a rental reimbursement? They said, well, they said they may or may not.
Wait, hold on. So what are they proposing you do at this point?
Well, at first they wanted me to take it to my own mechanic to have them look at it.
And to have you pay for it?
Yeah, so I was like, no, because I can't really afford it. So actually, I had it towed to them this morning. So it's actually back at the dealership this morning because I can't afford to pay them. If it's a head guy or something big like that, I can't afford that.
I know you can't. So as I said, they seem to be cooperating at least. Cooperating, right? So what's the latest thing you heard from these guys? What's the latest?
That they're going to look at my car today. And when I talked to them yesterday, I said, okay, I'm going to get towed over there. They said, all right, it'll be a $180 diagnostic fee, but we may cover it. and whatever repairs are made, we may cover it if it's related to the repairs we made before. And that's it, pretty much. But I had to miss a day of work, already 2 days of work now. I've been suspended because I missed 2 days of work because of this. I mean, it's kind of frustrating.
No, I get you, man. No, I get you. So let's figure this out. I want to call them. I want to put somebody on this. Who do we have today? Kachina, who do we have?
We have Doc. We have Bo.
Okay. Who's lighter on load?
I'll give him a call, Tom.
Yeah,
I'm in studio.
Let's try that, Doc. Let's try that. Okay. So I'm going to have Deputy Doc call over there. Doc, by the way, yesterday, the hamburger choking, did you get anywhere on that?
I'm waiting for the...
for her to get the records?
Yeah. Hey, while I'm on the subject, can I just say one thing?
Yes, sir.
Beverly called a while ago about... Remember with her washer, there was a problem with the washer. And
it was a Maytag washer, May 2nd, right. Needs warranty work. The techs they referred would not do warranty work, and they can't seem to find someone.
Right.
The company can't find.
And you told her to have her son see if it's leveled?
Yeah.
Anyway, I've tried multiple times, and her voicemail is full. It can't handle any more messages. So, Beverly, if you're listening, please let us know so I can get in touch with you and see what we can do to help you.
Yeah, because I suspect it's a leveling problem because it turns off. And the self-leveling on these work only to a certain extent. Then they don't.
Right. But anyway, I can't get in touch with her. So, Beverly, if you're listening, just call the station.
Thank you, Doc. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to play that one by ear. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. We will get that over, Garrison's information over to Doc. He'll call on that. We're going to talk about Cassandra's dental issue coming up. I'm Tom Martino. Water Pros has the best system available right now. You can't beat it. Triple filter reverse osmosis for drinking water at the kitchen sink. The best water ever. Plus a whole house softening and conditioning or softening and system for laundry, pipes, your skin, everything. It's wonderful, taking all the minerals out. You will love it. So you have the best of both worlds, just $31.95. No one can touch that price. Plumbers would charge over $12,000. Waterpros.net, 303-862-5554. You'll never find a better deal. He's extending it for me through the holidays, I think, or through, we'll see. But until he stops it, call him, 303-862-5554.
Paid for by government. Did you hear? A secret hoard of 1932 $10 gold Indian coins have been found. These gorgeous 1932 gold coins are as bright and shiny as the day they were struck, and less than 200 of these gold coins are available. Coin experts are calling the secret U.S. gold coin discovery a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you can own a piece of the hoard. When you call, you are guaranteed a 1932 dated gold coin featuring Lady Liberty with an Indian war headdress and a majestic eagle. With limited availability, you must call now. These 1932 dated gold coins are still in uncirculated condition with brilliant luster. That is 92 years of history you can hold in your hand. To learn more.
All right, Tom, you got just over 15 seconds, and Szymanski is on the line, ready when you are.
Over a $55 value, free with every order. Call 1-888-201-7635 now to secure your 1932 $10 gold Indian coins before they sell out. Don't wait. You must act fast. Call now.
You know, it's no secret that Mark Szymanski at Genesis Total Exteriors is on the forefront of new products with the new Align siding and with his way of dealing with mold and with all of his paints, his coverings, everything he does. And I want to ask him now about something. It's called, I believe I'm pronouncing this right, is it Geico roof coating?
Yeah, Tom, it's Geico. And the product has actually been around for a very long time. We've actually been doing Geico coatings for a very long time, but it's mostly commercial, so I don't talk about it much on the radio. This is designed for people that have an EPDM, a TPO roof, or a metal roof, and then more so on the metal roof, it's starting to rust, because eventually metal does rust, even if it's galvanized. This coating can go on top of any of these flat roof surfaces. So even if you have a home and you have a TPO or EPDM roof, we can use Geico. The great thing about Geico, it's a 100% silicone product, close to 100% solid. So we roll this on, and your roof is now watertight, and it will not ever wear away. So it's almost like having a lifetime roof on your building. We've done many coatings. We've done it for veterinarian clinics. We've done it for big equipment companies, big warehouses.
Not yet for residential, though? Not yet for residential?
Yeah, and for residential. No, we do residential, too. We can do it on homes. You know, you have some of these homes that have flat roofs.
Wow.
And, just kind of that 80s or probably the 60s look where you had that flat roof. We've put it on those homes, too. The only thing this doesn't go on top of is a tar and gravel roof. Any other type of roof, we can put a Geico coating on it. And as long as it's not wet below it, this product gets adhered onto it or applied onto it, and you are done. You will never have to take care of your EPDM or TPO roof after that ever again. This coating does not wear away. It does not wear out.
Wow.
It stands up to ponding water. If you have ponding water on your roof because you have a low spot, you can apply this, and you can have ponding water sit there as long as you want. It will not deteriorate the coating.
Genesis Total Exteriors.com. Commercial, residential. If it's on the outside, they take care of it. 303-6. Let me get that number. I want to make sure it's right here. I'm sorry. Genesis Total Exteriors, 303-679-8509. That's 679-8509. Joe Lazara is a criminal defense attorney I hope you never need. But, going into the holidays and coming off of Labor Day, let's just face it. People do stupid things. They go out after work. They drink. They have office parties. Here's what I want to tell you. Do a designated driver. Of course, that's the best thing to do. A designated driver, don't drink. Here's the other thing. Don't ever try to do anything on your own. Take down the name Joe Lazara. Don't ever try to represent yourself or tell your friends, refer him, because it's flat rate pricing up front after he does a free initial consultation. So you don't do better than Joe Lazara, Lazzara. You can look him up online, look him up at referralist.com, or call him 303-429-6200, 429-6200.
custom blinds in the U.S. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to blindstore.com.
10 seconds, Tom.
Thank you.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. DenverRegen.com. denverregen.com, you can do weight loss drugs, tirzepatide, the premier one for pennies on the dollar compared to what you're getting from brand names. And these are compounded from approved pharmacies, denverregen.com. Just a few $100 a month. You're on the whole regimen. It's wonderful. Now, let's talk about this dental issue with Cassandra. Cassandra, welcome to the show. What's happening with you?
Well, I've spoken with you a couple times before, but now, the first week of July, I found out that there's 60. I've got 59 or 60
Is this
names
Parkview? Is this Parkview?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Now, who's Danette?
She is one of the. She did a Yelp review, and that's one of the first people that contacted me because I had posted a review online, negative one, when he closed his doors and then filed bankruptcy.
So, this dentist, Sean Custer.
Yes.
She started seeing a dentist. You were seeing a dentist, and you started the denture process and paid a lot of money up front with a loan.
Correct.
He with her, he completed extractions, and then got some temp dentures, and then she's gone. He's gone. What about with you? Where were you in the process?
Same thing. He got $10,000 up front, December of 2021. They did the extraction. I've got the posts, and here it is.
Now, were the posts done properly?
Well, two of them, part of it came out. The second half of the post came out, and I took it back into the dentist office. So they were aware they had the piece. But so they're not in there properly right now. I couldn't just go get snap-in dentures if I wanted to. There's still work that needs to be done.
Do they still have to? Do they have to redo those implants?
They may have to on the two of them. They've got to cut my gums open for sure to expose them again.
And how many anchors did you have altogether?
I had to have 5 because the bone was kind of soft on one side.
And then how many of them are bad?
5.
How many of them are bad?
2.
So what have you guys been doing? I told you should try to challenge him in bankruptcy because this is a different kind of a standard. Doc, I don't know if you know. I wanted to ask Deputy Doc about. I don't think they're like attorneys are supposed to put money in a trust fund. I don't know what doctors do, Doc. I mean, you probably never took money up front when you were delivering babies, did you?
There's a Colorado revised statute that states that and I don't know the statute number. I was waiting for this attorney his secretary to give me a call today and tell me what the number is because I spent a half an hour on the phone with him. But dentists are supposed to, if they take money in advance, put it into an account like an escrow or whatever.
Are they? Is it like a trust? Is it like a trust account?
Yes.
So you could challenge the bankruptcy. Did you guys?
Well,
did you write to the trustee?
I wrote to the judge himself because I could not afford the $10,000 for an attorney. So
you don't need one. The trustee represents creditors.
Well, I wrote the judge. Right, but I wrote the judge, and he I cited 4 reasons why I didn't think it was dischargeable, the debts. But I've also got 59 other people that have been affected. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Wait a minute, you found 59 people?
Yes, I have a list of people.
I need to get that list.
Amounts on some. I know. Yes, you do. I've been trying to get back in touch with you, but yeah, this is criminal at this point, I believe.
Of those 59 people, let's do some simple math. Of those 59 people, did they all put money up front?
Probably 50% of them.
So about 25 people?
I'm going to say, at least 20, 25, at least.
How many? And what did they put down? 5 and 10 grand or 10 grand or what? We're talking about $250,000. What did he do with it?
Well, I've got about 100,000 right now in only 4 people.
Oh my God.
Yeah, in 4 people. And see, these other people, I found them on Facebook because Danette and another gal, Tiffany, responded to my Yelp review. And that's when this started, was the first week of July. So I went online, and that's how I obtained all these other names of people that were affected. I'm just having some difficulty getting them to respond. You know, they don't know me from anybody, and it's an online Facebook, you know what I mean? Which tells me that there's still hundreds more people out there that he affected because
God Almighty! I mean, it can't be that big. Where was this guy located?
He was in Greeley and in Fort Collins. He had 2 offices.
Hey, Cassandra,
And
was the money, were the checks or the money given to him personally or to the clinic?
What would matter, What would matter, Doc?
Well, because if he's an employee of the clinic, then it's
No. He owned it.
Okay, well,
He owned the clinic.
You know what I'm saying, Tom?
He owned both of them.
Yeah, but technically, they don't let attorneys get away with that stuff if they're supposed to have a trust account. But I wasn't sure with doctors if they needed a trust account.
And supposedly there's a Colorado statute that's with Ron Kingsford.
Did you ever take deposits, Doc?
No.
Do you know anything about doctors that did?
I can't imagine what doctors would take a deposit for.
Chiropractors.
What's that,
This guy
Mark?
was taking money.
Chiropractors.
Well, okay, but I'm wondering if that's covered. I don't know.
I can't imagine an MD taking a deposit for something.
Now listen, I want to make clear.
Well,
there are
dentists do all the time.
There
all
are
kinds.
doctors. There are doctors named Sean Custer, dentists, and I want to make sure we're not mixing them up here, man. I mean,
Sean Michael Custer.
And is it Sean SHAWN or is it SH?
That is correct. No, it's SHAWN.
He's a young man with a mustache. Is he a young man with a mustache and a goatee?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Good-looking guy. Really nice.
That's impossible that a good-looking guy would rip somebody off.
Well, he has.
I'm just kidding. Okay,
not
listen.
just
Where's he
5 or
practicing?
10.
Where's he practicing now?
He's in Mission, Kansas, working for hold on just a second. Keith and Associates LLC.
Okay, hey, Doc.
And
Yeah. Go ahead.
And we even posted a review on that website for Keith and Associates, and they removed it and disallowed any further comments.
He is
He's
now
still
practicing in Mission, Kansas. Okay.
Mm-hmm. At Keith and Associates.
At Keys? What's the name of that? K-I what?
Keith, Keith.
Okay, so listen, I'm not saying that dental office has anything to do with him other than they hired him. And if he's a good technician, and a bad...
He listed it on his bankruptcy that there were various patients as being a creditor, but there was no dollar amount on his bankruptcy filing, and it doesn't say that there's...
Do they have the trustee listed?
Yeah, it's Jeffrey Weinman.
Oh, Jeff Weinman. I wonder if we can get Jeff on the phone. I don't know.
That would be wonderful.
That would be awesome.
He doesn't represent he doesn't represent that guy.
He represents the people. He
Right.
represents the creditors.
I know Jeff Weinman from years ago.
While it's ongoing, though, is that allowed?
Well, all we would be asking is what's going on. I mean,
I'm saying
I don't
in
know.
any case that's going on, will someone come on the air and talk about it?
I don't know. Let's call Jeff. Do you have a number for Jeff?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, hold on. Jeff Weinman's a good guy. I mean, he's a bankruptcy attorney himself. Plus
Kelly, put the number up, and I'll give him a call over the break.
Plus, he does trustee work. Tell him I said hi, Mark. I mean, truly, he's a stand-up guy, and I think you ask him how much he can address on this because we're getting contacted by tons of patients, and in fact, a list of 59. Come on, that's a lot of patients. And we're talking hundreds of thousands. Now, here's the weird thing about bankruptcy. I want to tell everyone. Here's the weird thing. Mark, did you know that bankruptcy trustees make money on what they collect from the debtor, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how the majority of their pay comes.
Yeah. So
in a bankruptcy case, they generally do other things as well, of course.
Right. However, if debt is dismissed, Now, they get a flat rate, first of all, okay? And if it's a no asset deal, they get the flat rate. It's whatever it is. Maybe, I don't even venture to say, maybe a few grand. I don't know. They get for each case.
I don't know either.
But then they get a percentage of everything that they settle, everything that they do. So that's the way they do it. So
well, anything they collect into the hopper, if you will. If it's like a Chapter 11 or a 13, a restructure, I don't think they get like a percentage of debt that was written off because there's no money.
No,
it's not even real.
No, that's what I'm getting at. See, there is no vested interest for them to discharge debt. And dismiss debt, for example. Or let me give you an example. If these people want to fight him for that money, that's literally money the trustee doesn't get.
Well, can't they? Why wouldn't they just hire their own attorney and do an adversary hearing?
Well, she said they can't. She can't afford it, but they certainly can together. But see, here's the problem. Well, I don't know. Where's the money?
That's exactly what you do.
If he went to Vegas and the money's gone, then you don't get paid.
That's absolutely right. But then it's not discharged, and he might still owe it.
Yeah, but what good is that unless he hits the lottery, right?
Well, you just said he seems like a younger guy. I mean, he's a dentist or doctor, unless he's going to
We need to look into this.
Yeah.
So put up Weinman's number. Mark's going to call Weinman.
And I need her last name up, too.
All right, 303-713-TALK. More right after this. Hey, can you ask Mark if he can do this spot?
This is Denver's talk station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 6:30.
I'm asking him right now.
W, Denver.
He gave me the nod. You're good.
How much time do I have?
Now, Impact Traffic.
5.
Thank you.
Sponsored by the 2024 Colorado Fall Home Show.
Well, our 2 lingering problems have been cleared off the highway, including that wreck westbound C470 at Bulls. We're looking good.
I'm finding it or information is for Jeffrey Wyman that is actually in
Morning,
this firm on Stout Street.
September 13th to 15th at the Colorado Convention Center. Shop more than 200 companies with everything for your home and take advantage of show-only specials. Visit coloradogardenfoundation.org for details.
Beautiful Class A diesel pushers, 43% off at LazyDays.com. If you have not checked out LazyDays.com, they have the largest inventory of Class A, Class B, Class C, fifth wheels, toy haulers, travel trailers. Their repair facility is better than anything around. They have multiple locations across the country. If you're looking to get an RV or want to do a trade-in and get a bigger unit, check them out, LazyDays.com. That's LazyDays.com. Do me a favor and send me that. I think I can use that in the spring.
Okay, Cassandra.
I believe it was exactly 30. That saves me all kinds of time. It saves me time, baby. Time. I said, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I don't see that info. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Not crazy. Doc, when are we going to Top Golf, man? Let's literally set a date, brother. Let's do it after the show next week.
Okay.
What day you want to do it?
Let's do it Wednesday.
Done. Let's put it, and I'm going to put it in my calendar right now. Now, have you played Top Golf before?
I have.
Okay. So you realize when I beat you,
that I will
cry like a baby.
I always do. I'll be a gentleman and pay you whatever you think I owe you.
I usually just play for the tab at the end, to be honest.
By me.
It's one of those weird games, though, man. You can get like a little kid that can hit the ball perfectly straight, and he can hit into that closest hole every time and score every time with triples. It's a lot different than any form of real golf.
Should I ask my son to join us?
I wouldn't mind that at all. I'd love to meet your son.
All right.
Let's do that. Maybe we invite a YouTuber. I don't know who, though.
No, don't invite a YouTuber.
No YouTubers? I tried YouTubers. I tried. If my son was in town, he loves Topgolf. I'll tell you what, when he's in town, it's still about 3 weeks. We'll do it again.
Okay.
John Libby wants to go with us. I like Libby. You know what? Fuck it. Libby, you can go.
All right.
I like Libby. You got my email? John, I think you do. Just email me, man. I'll send you what time. Lazy days. Thank you, Dragon. Now, was it 30 seconds? I didn't look at it. I've been telling KRDO I'd send him a new one for, I'm not even going to say how long because I'm embarrassed. But their spot really doesn't change. It's always the same shit. Sometimes I think the same spot, like the tree farm, running forever, is way better than switching shit up all the time.
I think so, too.
It totally is.
What happened in Broomfield?
How would you like your message?
On the screen?
Yeah,
On
just
the
put it on the
screen?
screen so I can call. Put it under call notes. I
you
need
want-
her first name, last name, and the dentist first name, last name. Or
Right.
the clinic, whatever the hell, whatever it is. I assume it's the clinic.
Yeah. She can't find the dentist number. All I have is the executor.
I don't care about the
Executor.
dentist. We want to call
No. Just
the wineman.
Yeah, just put up the trustee. Put up the trustee's number she gave you, but the only other thing I need,
10
Kelly,
seconds.
is her last name.
Auto accident? Get the right lawyer on your side. Search for Attorney John Fuller.
630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Let's see what's on your mind today. This dentist thing, man, this guy could have $1 million. I mean, who knows? He could have 500,000. I mean, how's that stuff happen? Now, Jay has a comment. I want to take that real quick. Jay has a comment on that car issue, and that's the one where the guy bought the car up in, I don't know, Greeley or whatever. And anyway, no, it wasn't
Fort
Greeley.
Morgan.
Fort Morgan. Anyway, he bought it from Corf, Fort Morgan, and he can't seem to get it fixed, although technically he bought it as is. But once they start fixing it, they almost have an obligation, I think. What's going on? What is your comment on this deal?
Okay, actually, a couple things. One's a comment, one's a question for you. First, it's not hard to diagnose what's wrong. It's whether it's worth fixing or not. So they're stringing him along, I think. They know damn well what's wrong by now. So
And they don't want to fix it because it's too expensive, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What do you
Because
think a head
it's not that
gasket,
difficult.
what a head gasket cost for them to do?
Yeah, if it's a V6 and you got to pull the whole thing apart and do crazy timing chains, and I don't know, I didn't catch what kind of car it was. Some of them you have to take the motor out to do them because the 4-liter Ford has timing chains front and rear, and they're just a nightmare. So it's not worth it. Just isn't worth it.
Jay is our
But
unofficial
they
deputy.
know.
He's not official, but he calls in quite often. That's what I'm calling you, our unofficial deputy. Anyway, go ahead.
Right on. So I have a question about a car deal. if you buy a car and it's not sold to you as a towaway, do you not have a certain reasonable expectation
Yes.
that that car runs, drives, and is safe?
Well, hold on. Okay, there's two things. If it's sold into an emissions
Not a
area,
towaway.
if it's sold into an emissions area, it has to pass emissions. If it's not a towaway, the second thing is you have certain safety things only, not that it runs.
If it doesn't run, they can't sell it because it won't pass emissions.
No, but then they don't sell it. But if they sell it, it has to pass emissions.
If
But
they
listen,
sell it as a running, driving
but
car,
there are
I
there are
believe
plenty of lemons.
you could make the case.
Okay, go ahead. Make the case. What?
I think in court you could make the case that you have a reasonable expectation that the thing runs and drives,
No.
stops and
Sorry.
steers.
No.
I mean,
Okay, yes. Steers,
could make
yes.
the case
Steers,
for the
yes. Stops, yes. You see, there's a fine line here, okay, between as is and as necessary. The law only governs the emissions, and then it governs basic safety, and you will be shocked at what basic safety is. So it really gets complicated, but I know what you're saying. You're not completely off base, you know?
I think you could get a judge to go on your side if you convinced him. Judges do all kinds of crazy
You're
things.
right. You're right.
Sometimes they just use good reason.
You're right.
Sometimes.
I don't know. I mean,
really think that should be tried.
but I wonder what the law actually does say. You know, it was Norris who used to have SOS inspections. Norris was the one that really was a bugaboo on this. And he said to us, Tom, you know, you don't understand this, but they really do have an obligation for safety.
There's never any teeth in the law, though. Who cares? It's like the hospital's supposed to tell you how much everything is, but they don't, and nothing happens.
Oh, that law is the most
Well,
useless
you
one.
got to go to court for it then. I mean,
Fair
the
enough.
judge
You
is
have to go to court for it.
But that's the
think if you
point,
went to
Jay.
court-
That's the point Jay was making. But Jay, you still have to have law on your side. But Jay is saying he's hoping the courts of equity would be reasonable and maybe say, you know what, even though it's as is, you're right. But it's truly not. As is
And
means
I'm sorry, I missed what the problem with the car was. I missed the first call today.
it's head gasket or something. It overheats.
But
all
that's
the time.
not a safety issue.
Right. That's right.
No, it's a reasonable expectation that it runs and drives.
I agree. I don't know if I'm agreeing with Tom or not because I don't. Once again, I didn't hear the call. But if they sold it as is and it's a head gasket issue, I don't think
That's right. I
any
agree.
court in the world
That's
is
right.
going to give it to them.
That's right. That's right.
I'd like to go to court with him and help him.
But remember
But
this.
there'd be no
remember
purpose in
this.
as is.
Hold
Wait,
on,
no,
Mark.
hold on. But
it
wait,
never
wait.
did pass emissions, though.
That's
Never.
something. That's something. That's something big time. But if we just go back to what he's saying, what Jay's saying on the head gasket.
No, I disagree.
Jay, how do we know they didn't overheat it?
He
never took possession, Mark. He never took
It's already a
possession.
problem.
They tried to fix the air conditioner. Then when on the way back to delivering it to him, it overheated. He did take possession a few times. He did, and it kept overheating, and they kept trying to fix it.
But
What we
it ran
did, what we
until it
did not
overheated.
ask him though, what we did not ask him, did it fail emissions? Because as crazy as this sounds, he only had a few days to get emissions done. So I want to ask him, can we call him back? I want to know if he...
And who was the dealership, or was it an individual?
No, Tom, I was going to call him and get all this stuff at the break.
The
gave
dealership,
it-
Mark, is Corf Chrysler in Fort Morgan. See, I'm not even sure it was sold into an emissions area.
Well, that's another thing right there. But I'm just talking about the head gasket issue. I don't think anybody in the world. Why would we have an as-is clause on anything then? I mean, it would be ridiculous to start picking apart as is.
And Tom, didn't he drive it until it overheated?
No, it overheated before he was delivered. Then they fixed it. Then he took it back and it overheated right away.
Right, but he drove it until it overheated.
Right.
So he did take possession.
No, he did. Yeah.
Well, possession's not.
But what difference does that make, Doc? What
No,
difference?
because you said he never took possession.
No, what I mean is he never really had the car. He never really had it. I mean, it was like he kept taking it back right away. Let's take this break. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Dan McKenzie is an estate planning attorney that everyone needs. Everyone needs an estate planning attorney at some time. He does things really in a cool way. He has creative ways to do a poor man's trust, I call it, for an LLC to carry things that survive death. He can also do conventional trusts and wills and all kinds of stuff. The important thing is you talk to him and you get this personalized attention. McKenzie Law, I've known him now for a long time, 833-CO-PLANS, 833-CO-PLANS.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America.
Well, our two lingering problems have been cleared off the highway, including that wreck westbound C470 at Bulls. We're looking good along C470. If you're east or westbound, end to end, we are wide open. And got that crash finally cleared off the highway, westbound I-70 at Hawley. I-70 is running a little heavy and slow, that traffic coming across from Quebec as you make your way to Brighton Boulevard. We do have leftover slowing southbound I-25 passing downtown. Northbound looks good from the Tech Center headed up into downtown. And westbound 270, a little bunching at Vasquez. Denver weather for today, we're looking at partly cloudy skies and a high up near 92. Right now, we've warmed up to 74 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter.
Hey, Tom, Mark wants to do art after you do retirement.
More. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies. What is it? It's a retirement planning center of the Rockies. I'm not trying to be funny here, but they're investment advisors that look at everything you own, everything you have, and what you want to do in life and try to come up with a plan to accomplish it. If you're younger, they help you build up a nest egg, keep it safe, and then turn it into income as you get older. As you get older, they're into protection and income. Whatever it is, they'll talk to you about it, including long-term care, insurance, and estate planning. They have references for all of that, working with fine people on a referral list. They will talk to you for as many times as it takes to you feel comfortable. They'll actually answer every question you have. So call them. See what they can do for you as your retirement quarterback. 970-663-3211, or maybe your retirement coach. 970-663-3211, rpcenter.com.
The Art of Granite, the most amazing countertops you will ever see at the best prices you can ever imagine. Suzanne and I just had our master bathroom finished in niche Floria, and the Art of Granite were a huge piece of it. They did all the countertops. They did them in quartz. It looks absolutely beautiful. He gave us a bid right over the phone, and he came in right at that bid. They're unbelievable. You want the best. Forget about all the rest out there. I want you to call Mitch Floria and the Art of Granite. Go to theartofgranite.com. You can call them right now. Get that quote on that kitchen, that bathroom, wherever you need countertops and beautiful cabinets. Theartofgranite.com. I swear you're going to love these guys. They're the best. Theartofgranite.com.
Mark?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking all over the internet, including my girlfriend's, and there are no, I don't know what he's talking about.
What do you mean girlfriends?
My AI bots.
Oh.
There are no, I can find no safety requirements at all. None. I mean, I know that's what Nora said, but I swear to God, there's nothing I can find. Nothing. I mean,
There is, though.
But where? I mean, I can't find it.
Well, hold on. I got to call this.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Let me call this guy, then I'll look into that. But I know there is. I don't know exactly where.
Okay, it does have some regulations that could indirectly affect the safety of a used vehicle, it says. Obstructive view. Yep. The windshield is the only thing I can see.
Hey, Jeff, it's Mark Major with the Tom Martino Show. By the way, Tom says hi. Hey, we have Cassandra Mead, and apparently you're the trustee on this dentist. I don't have his name in front of me. But there's something
Sean.
going on there. We just had a few questions. We'd love to have you on the air, but even some information behind the scenes would be great. But give me a call back, please. And you can reach me at 720-4330. Okay. Okay, now.
Mark, I looked at,
issue.
let me explain something. I looked at the CRSs. It says this now as interpretations of the CRS, not the CRS itself. They do have statutes that require all motor vehicles operated on public roads must have working brakes, and including a service brake and an emergency brake. But however, then the interpretation said this is for operating a vehicle, not for the sale of a vehicle. You can sell a vehicle without that stuff. And it's not up to you to make sure it's working if it's as is. Now, it also says you can't misrepresent it, of course. And then the other one is the windshield must be, but that's for operating. It's not for, I don't know how to put it. It's not for anything else. That's what they're saying. It's not incumbent upon the seller.
Well, hold on. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Shut the hell up.
Bring it down. Okay, ready?
App and search NFL Daily to start listening.
Denver's talk station.
Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, we have we have a call into Jeff Weinman, the trustee. Hang on that one.
We'll probably hear back from him, and I did find that Colorado revised statute that talks about selling vehicles.
Does it talk about selling, Mark, or operating? What does it say?
It talks about both, just in different sections. Let me find the one about selling.
Well, I want to take Joe, but after the break, the break, I want to know, though, can you interpret those in any way, shape, or form that the seller has to make sure that it passes those things? Because I'm finding different. I'm not finding anything that supports that. Yes, you have to have certain safety items to operate a vehicle.
Look, it's real quick. It's real quick in the statute. I'll give you the statute on the break. No person shall sell any motor vehicle for highway use unless the vehicle is equipped with tires that are in compliance with subsections, blah, blah, blah. So right there, it's talking about a very specific item.
What CRS is it? What's the number?
It is 42-4-235.
Okay. Thank you. We'll do that after the break. I want to take real quick here, Joe, and then, Joe, we can continue you if we run out of time. What's going on, Joe?
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
I'm calling for my daughter.
Yeah, Joe.
And she is, she resigned from a company that owes her $1,500. And it's borderline harassment. They're coming to her house because she has equipment that she was working from home that she needs to return to them, but she's afraid to give them the equipment because she's feeling that they're not going to pay her.
Well, that's not that's not hers to do. She can't take technically the law into her own hands.
And is she W-2? Or I'm sorry, W-9?
No, she's not.
Why wouldn't it be W-2, Mark? What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I thought I got it wrong. But a W-2 compared to an independent contractor, yeah.
So
yeah, no, she's not. She's working for a medical supply office from home.
Okay. So bottom line here, in my opinion, is that you have is that she can't offset. That's called offsetting. And she's not allowed to, technically. She can't just take matters into her own hands and say, you know, and she can't say, I'm going to keep this until you do this.
But she should make one call. I mean, did they terminate her?
No, they offered to terminate her, but only if she stuck around and until they found a new person, and then they would terminate her. So she decided.
Well, regardless, whenever her normal payday is, they've got to come up with it. If they fired her, they would have had to do it in 72 hours.
Right, and I think she's already passed her payday, so I think that's the reason why she's hanging on.
That's a labor board issue.
Yeah, she did file a dispute with the Department of Labor, so I was kind of waiting to hear back from them.
All right, hold on.
We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. 303-713-TALK or 303-MARTINO.
Hey, Tom.
Yes, sir.
I spoke to the dealership up in Greeley.
Yeah.
And the car is in the shop. They haven't gotten around to it. As soon as they get it up and diagnose what's going on, they're going to call Garrison. So we have to give them a little leeway.
Say it again.
The car is in the shop.
Yeah.
They just haven't put it up on whatever they do to diagnose the issue.
You mean the overheating deal?
Yeah. As soon
so
as
they sound like they're going to help?
Oh,
or
yeah,
what?
yeah. They sound really... Look, they've done it twice.
Okay.
They sound really reputable. And as soon as they figure out what's going on, they're going to call them.
Okay. Cool.
So let's give him the benefit of the doubt until they give him a call.
Gotcha. Yep.
They were very upfront with me.
Did you find that?
Let's do that follow up on the air, though.
Did you do the? Did you find the CRC you wanted?
Did I what?
No, he's talking to me. I'm going to look for it right now. Let me find it. I just want to check something here. Oh, good, that worked. I'm just looking at some shit here. I'm trying so hard to get this feed to do automatic shit.
And
Okay,
also, Tom, I remember looking all over Colorado to find this dentist when she called a couple of months ago, and we couldn't track him down in Colorado. So now that we know he's in another state, it makes sense why I couldn't find him.
Oh, that's my phone. Jesus, the city and county of Denver is testing the emergency system. Shut up. Okay, I thought it was my house burning down or something. What the hell's going on? Where the hell is this? I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. Chat. Okay, so it says CRS 42-4-235 pertains to standards for commercial motor vehicles. And it does not, this is such bullshit. And this is what chat's saying, and does not talk about the sale requirements of, wait, hold on. It says specifically addressing requirements of the safe operation of commercial vehicles, not regular passenger vehicles. The statute requires that commercial motor vehicles undergo. Mark, are you sure of that? Because that's what they're saying. And it says it does not apply to the sale of used personal vehicles. That's chat.
What do you mean that's chat?
Okay,
I don't understand.
I asked, okay, you said this one CRS 42-4-235. So I said, chat, doesn't this address safety standards or minimums? And it says not for only for.
I don't even know it. Let me just send you this link.
Only for commercial vehicles. And again, chat's been wrong.
I don't see anything about commercial on what I'm reading.
All right. I'm going to try another.
Now look at what I just sent you and go to the same thing I'm on.
Did you do it on a text, Mark?
No.
Okay. Email?
Yeah.
Got it.
I don't see anywhere where it says.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just see.
It says vehicles.
Okay.
Found a loophole in this entire studio. I never knew there was a ledge here.
Did you get it?
Yeah, right now I did. I'm looking right now. Okay, so
Woohoo! I was worried.
every solid.
Even though I
I don't see anything here that talks about anything
Every
but all
solid
vehicles.
rubber tire on a vehicle shall have rubber. No person shall operate or
keep
move.
going.
No tire.
Keep going.
No person shall drive or move.
Almost there. Number 7.
Okay. No person shall sell any. It says any motor vehicle. Okay. I'm going to quote that to them and see. Violate.
But that's just tires is what we're talking about
Yeah,
here.
but still, I mean, okay, that's something.
Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show.
I just want to say this with chat.
Yeah, you sound great now. Sorry about that. I just was getting static. Now it's probably not you. It's probably our antiquated system here. Anyway, what can I do for you, sir?
Let's see. It says you're
Yes, he is.
referencing an important part of this that addresses specific safety requirements for all vehicles. Well, of course I am. While the bulk of this statute applies to commercial vehicles, that particular clause does talk about any vehicle sold. Okay. Oh, Jesus. See, when you
What are you
find
arguing with somebody?
Yeah, chat. When you find shit wrong, it clarifies and says, oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's just very undependable. So it says you're right. A seller cannot sell a vehicle if the tires don't comply. And it
looks
says
like
safe
Go ahead.
operating condition in addition to the tires. This clause on safe operating condition implies that vehicles sold must meet general safety requirements
Well,
by
of course.
CDOT. This would include safe operating conditions like brakes, tires, lights. Okay, it totally contradicted itself. While this part of the statute isn't comprehensive, a safety inspection requirement, it does impose certain minimum standards. Okay, for cars sold for Jesus Christ. So that does the safe operating condition they said would also be brakes and windshields and other stuff. I mean,
yeah,
that's
but it's
good
not
stuff.
going to be a head gasket.
No,
It's not going to be a bad alternator.
I think that's good. Wow.
Okay, but you don't want to name the town, and you don't want to give me a name.
So
I don't name names. He doesn't name names.
We name names.
I don't
Why
want to tell you
doesn't
the
she want
problem
town?
or the town or my name or name any names. I'm just going to come on and not
Okay, I
say a
gotta see
freaking word.
I got to see my.
Tell them to come on and just sit there and don't say a damn thing. Tell them to make up a town. We'll call it Littleton. Let's just call it Littleton. I don't want to name names.
Okay.
I don't want to tell you what town I'm from.
We know that we can help you. So, if you want to, and I know that you have a appointment with the sheriff.
You see why when I answer the phone in there, I say this. You ready? Troubleshooter Show. What is your first name? That's it. There's no conversation.
Why is this starting early, you son of a...
I like what Suze does, too. In a sentence or less, tell me what the problem is.
That's it. Kelly will go in there and dance with them. Take him out to dinner.
Seems to believe Trump is still tracking to victory, including Harris wants a second debate. Should Trump agree to that? What impact, if any, will the Taylor Swift endorsement have? Join me at 4.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice, so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. How can we help you? We want to try any way we can. All you have to do is give us a call at 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. This hour brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. You need to know in this market, man, is it a fluxy market? Is that a word, fluxy? Flexible, fluxy, turmoil. Anyway, Prices are all over the place. Frank can predict with an almost certainty what he can sell a house for because he has such great experience. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, free of charge, no obligation. Find out what your house will sell for. Really, what you'll net, what you can buy. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Okay, back to the phones. Joe's daughter. Let's talk about Joe's daughter. Hey, Joe, what's happening?
Yes, my daughter's owed $1,500, so she has to return the equipment.
Now, you're saying she's withholding the equipment because she doesn't think they'll pay.
Exactly.
That's called that's called offsetting. Now, they can offset. They're allowed in the law to withhold payment until she returns the stuff.
Okay.
So it doesn't, the law, and I looked it up, does not, and I'm not giving you legal advice now, like what to do, but I'm saying from what I am reading, I would interpret this for myself to mean that if I don't return stuff, they're not going to pay me. If I do return stuff, they have no reason not to pay me.
So I'll tell you a reason. When I had employees at one of my Goodyear stores, or all of the Goodyear stores for that matter, if their uniforms weren't returned, they wouldn't get a paycheck, or I would deduct whatever they were holding, period, end of story. But all of that was spelled out in our employee handbook. I would assume she probably has an employee handbook that talks about company property as well.
I don't know. I can have her check, but yeah, I'll just advise her to return the equipment, and then we'll go from there.
I'm just curious, what makes you think they won't pay her?
Because she was working off the books, and she didn't get paid for it, and she was trying to.
Hold on. This is a problem. So let's analyze that. What do you mean off the books?
She was working weekends, and she doesn't work weekends. So
but wait. Was she only working weekends, or how was she working for this company?
She was working from home. I believe regular 8 hours a day.
Every Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday, and there were some days she would have to take off for doctor's appointments for whatever. So to make up for the work, she would work on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And did they acknowledge that she made up for it?
They did. They did, but...
So the amount owed, let me just get this. The amount owed is not in dispute, or is? Is it the amount owed, or is it whether they want to pay her or not? There's a big difference.
It's whether or not she's going to get paid. So
it's not the amount owed. They all agree she's owed a certain amount.
Correct.
Okay, then whether she works weekends or on off or the books, what difference does that make? Why was that brought up?
Only because she was having a hard time collecting pay on that.
Well, you just told me there was no dispute on what was owed. So in the past, she had... Go ahead.
There's no dispute on what is owed for her working Monday through Friday, but when it came to the weekends, that's when.
But if she was making up for a Friday she took off, there would be no extra money. Is that right or wrong?
No, there would be extra money. Yeah,
why?
They were aware of it.
Why would there be extra money if I took a day off and made up for it? Why would there be extra money? Explain that to me.
Because she was working overtime and after hours.
No, she wasn't. Not if she's making up for it. If I took a day off and then I worked on a Saturday, which normally pays time and a half, I wouldn't get time and a half. Not if I'm making up.
If it was in the same week, I would agree with you, Tom. If it was made up in a week where you already had 40 hours, it would pay overtime.
Only if they deducted the first time. If they deducted it the first time, yes, that's right. But if I am making up time, it doesn't count as extra money. You don't work 5 days a week, take one day off, then make up that day and call it 6 days. Joe, we might be in a fundamental disagreement here. So is that what she's doing? So she technically, some weeks, let's just say, she would work Monday through Thursday, and instead of working Friday, she'd work Saturday. Is that what I'm seeing?
That's correct.
And then she wanted to get paid not just for Monday through Friday, which she didn't work Friday, but she wanted to get paid for 6 days, not 5.
Well, it's because she was working more than 8 hours on the weekend.
Well, okay, but did she ever work more than 8 hours during the week?
Yes, she did.
Did she get paid for that?
she got paid for the 8 hours a day that she would work, take a day off for whatever reason, and then she would work a Saturday and a Sunday over 8 hours.
But is it because she's screwing around, or is it because there was more than? In other words, instead of work, why did she work Saturday and Sunday? Was it to make up for Thursday and Friday?
To make up, no, well, she would take one day off, so she would technically just work like 2 days, a day and a half, to make up for that one day.
Why? Why did she work more to make up for one day than she normally would?
I don't know. That was something between
Well,
her.
I don't think. I mean, I don't see why she would do that. Why wouldn't she just work her 8 hours and then on Monday start up again? I see. I think.
I don't think it makes any difference.
I think it makes
she
a big
either worked
difference.
40 hours or more. Who
Is she
cares?
Exactly. That's exactly right. If she listen,
she's an hourly employee.
If she's an hourly employee, anything over 40 hours would be overtime. If she worked over 40 hours, and you're saying that's what she was doing, they're probably saying, wait a minute, you work Monday through Friday, you never work overtime. Why is it when you're making up a day on Saturday, you're working overtime? I would ask the same thing. I mean, are you saying to me the work she did on that Saturday to make up for Friday was more than she would normally do on Friday?
Correct. She would work.
Why?
Because,
but why? Why all of a sudden did that Friday turn into a day and a half? Why? They have a right to ask. Well, they have a right to ask that. I mean,
yeah, and that's what they would do during the week. If she worked over, they would pay her. But if she worked a Saturday and worked over, they wouldn't pay her.
Okay. And I would ask. Here's what I would do. During the week, Monday through, there's no dispute what you're saying. So if she works Monday through Friday, and if she goes up to the, let's say, 5 o'clock quitting time, I don't know what time, but let's say it's 5, and she has to do another couple of hours, does she have to get permission?
No, she don't. She just works over. They look at her
My
hours.
God, it's such a, at this point is crazy. She either worked 40 hours or more.
Mark, here's what but Mark, that's true if she worked over 40 hours. But what if she did it? She was gold breaking. What if she's gold breaking?
He already said that during the week, sometimes she would work over 40 hours as well.
Okay, then why are they disputing the overtime on Saturday and not on Friday? Why?
Who knows?
Well, I'm asking him. There's a reason. Here's why, Mark. Because I believe people don't just pay you arbitrarily overtime Monday through Friday and then suddenly decide not to on a weekend. And I am surmising that the business has a reason for it, and he's not telling us.
No, that's as far as much as I know, is that she would work over 8 hours on a Saturday or Sunday, and then they wouldn't pay her for it. And then
okay, but hold on, guys. That's all labor board. This whole conversation's gotten crazy. Tell her to return it. If they don't pay her for the overtime, then you go to the labor board, and she's going to get paid for it.
No,
the labor board will pay her, I promise you.
That's true. But what I'm asking is, see, I always try to find out reasons why things like this happen.
Because they don't trust her.
That's the point. And what I'm getting at is, why do they trust her during the week, but not on the weekend? Did you ask her this kind of thing?
Yeah, she said because basically, I can't remember exactly why she told me, but she said she was only allowed 8 hours, and then after that, they just refused to pay her because she made up her 8 hours. So if she worked over that, that wasn't their fault. That was her fault.
But it doesn't matter. If she worked over 40 hours in a week, she gets overtime.
And they weren't going to pay her for that.
Oh, my God. I swear I'm going to hang myself. If she goes to the labor board about that, the problem right now is she's making it so complicated because she's holding the equipment. That no one's going to do anything.
No, she's going to return it. I was just texting her. She's going to return it, but she's saying that they're giving her a hard time about the pay. Now they're even telling her that they don't even have to pay her.
If she goes to the labor board, she will get paid. I don't know how else to say it. They have paid people that I can't believe they've paid.
No, that's true. That's true. I think, Joe, I think, though, that the reason they're doing this is because they suspect when she's doing this on a weekend, she's screwing around.
Like what I'd like to know is on a normal, before she's no longer with the company, Does she log in on a computer and that tracks her hours? Does she simply tell them what time I stopped and started? I mean, how does any of that work? How does she keep track of her hours?
They're able to track her hours every time she would log on.
Yeah. So if she logged on, I don't need any more than that. If it shows that she logged on and logged off more than 40 hours, I promise she's going to get paid.
That's true. I want to move on. Thank you, Joe. Let us know what the labor board says. I mean, first of all, return the equipment and get back to us.
Isn't it crazy? I mean, he's a nice guy trying to help out his daughter, but when people I don't know why his daughter made it so complicated by holding the equipment to begin with. She's got everything on her side of a fight like this, but then she messes up the fight by holding it. If someone kept their uniforms and refused to give back their uniforms, I simply would deduct them. I mean, I don't even know why she's playing games like that.
I know. Ken, oh, wait, no, I got to take a break. I'm sorry. 303, I'll go back to Ken right after this. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, 888heating.com for honest assessment of your furnace or AC and get it done during what we call the shoulder season, not too hot, not too cold. Be safe with 888heating.com. Great people, 888heating.com, 303-770-2776.
You see that, Doc?
A call back.
Hey, I'm going to let you in on a wireless hack that can cut your cell phone bill in half. Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile, they want you to think that unlimited data is fantastic. Well, the fact is, it's not. Pure Talk, my cell phone company, only charges you for data that you need. With just $25 a month, you get unlimited talk, unlimited text, 5 gigs of data, plus mobile hotspot. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now, and do it now. You'll save an additional 50% off your first month. Save money, same service with Pure Talk.
If you're injured in a car accident, a traffic accident of any kind, motorcycle, big rigs, listen, you got to call John Fuller. The bottom line is this. Everyone wants to know what their case is worth. Let's face it. First, if you're injured, you deserve to know. That's our system of justice. Once you find out what it's worth, John Fuller will base it on his vast experience. But you'll talk to him personally. Then he'll give you the next steps. No obligation to hire him. But if you do, it's on a percentage fee basis. You collect when he wins. John Fuller. Look him up. John Fuller. Fuller Law. He's on referrallist.com too. 303-597-4500. 597-4500.
There's 10,000 people in on the conspiracy. That's what amazes me.
What's conspiracy?
I got into it at him with
they're
a
talking about
party,
the
at a
space war.
party, a Christmas party. He's a nice guy. I like
Being a
him.
billionaire.
Good neighbor, but man, is he a wacko with that part. You're not going to believe this either. He's also a flat earther. I used to think people would just say that to try to piss other people off.
He really believes that?
He really fucking believes it.
Who does?
And once again, he's got money.
Who does? Who believes
it? The one
it?
thing that you tell flat earthers is very, is very simple. Is
the ocean.
No. Well, that
you can see the fucking mass coming up.
I know, but that means you have to go to the ocean. Why is it that you can't see the Southern Cross from his house?
None of it matters to him.
Well, ask him to explain that.
Getting into an argument with somebody that thinks we've never been to the moon and the earth is flat, I have come to learn, is the dumbest thing you can do. You will catch yourself, your head exploding.
It will be fun to ask him why we can't see the Southern Cross.
The part that blows me away, though, and I'm going to say it one more time, he's got money.
Yeah.
That's the part where I don't understand how he became successful.
Where did he get it from?
He owned a business and sold it.
Okay.
So he was a hard worker. But when you're literally having a conversation with someone that's got, let's say, a couple $1 million, and he's telling you the earth is flat, you just scratch your
Mark,
fucking
who
head.
is this guy?
I'm not going to say on YouTube. He lives in our neighborhood.
No, you're right.
He's a great neighbor. He's an absolutely
And he
great
actually
neighbor.
believes that the earth is
Honest,
flat.
I swear to God, if Suzanne's listening, she was there. We were at a Christmas party.
And you thought he was joking.
unbelievable.
You thought he was joking.
I thought he was trying to get my goat. He started, him and his wife, both of them believe we've never been to the moon. So where they part company is she believes the earth is round, but he's a flat earther, and she basically at that point called him an idiot. But this is coming from the woman that doesn't believe we were ever on the moon.
Right.
So the whole thing is like a
It's like
fucking. At some point, you think it's a setup, but then as you know, the years have gone on, it's no setup. That's what these folks believe. But I'll say this, they're really nice people. If you needed help, shirt off your back type thing, they're religious. They think Taylor Swift's a devil. Literally, like, sent here by Satan. Literally.
Really?
Really, really. Very religious.
You mean she's not?
Martino, I love it. Well,
you know what?
I
You know
kinda
what?
consider
Listen.
her that
You know,
now.
Trump said today when asked about it, or yesterday, whenever, he said, "I like Brittany Mahomes better," and he says Taylor Swift's a nobody, or not a nobody,
A nobody.
not a nobody,
Yeah.
but she's overrated, whatever. He should have said this. Really, she's one of the greatest entertainers in the world, and I respect her talent. But when it comes to
Trump.
being president, I'll defer to other experts.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, okay.
What?
That's not what got him there.
Oh,
what got him there is she's horrible. Most horrible singer I've ever seen. She's horrible.
Oh, Mark.
You're not. You
But
don't
that's-
get. If Trump talked the way you think he should talk, and I promise you this, man, in 2015, 16,
He'd be a
he
pussy.
would have never been elected president. Ever.
Are you going to get on Zoom or not?
Oh, man, I got.
If you
so
don't
many
want to,
things
fuck
going.
it. If you don't want to, that's
No,
fine.
I'll
I
do it
just
for a
wanted to-
second so we can try it. I just got to get a phone so we can do it every day and make it normal again.
I know, but I just wanted to test it because
No, I'll test it right now. Hold on. I don't have that stand here. What did you text it or email the link?
I texted it.
All right, hold on. I'll do it right now.
And when you do it, there's a reason I'm doing it this way, and I don't know if we have time. And if not, I got to do it during a break or it'll distract me. But
Hold on,
once
let me
you're on,
fix my
stay
hair.
on, though. Just stay on once you're on if I don't
All
get
right, let
you.
me set the
I
camera
see
up
you're
at
coming up.
some
Okay, now
angle.
mute it, please.
Ten seconds, guys.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Yeah.
Denver's talk
wait.
station. 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What's going on? For some reason, Mark is he's
Upside down.
Yeah.
And let me guess, that's me, not you, right?
Well, what the hell? I have nothing to do with that upside down crap.
No, I'm dragon. Am I literally upside down or what, man? Yes.
I mean, you are upside down.
I'm doing
bro.
a headstand.
I don't know what to say. You're upside down. Anyway, 303-713.
You're very nimble.
Put me up on the board there, man.
Well, I'm going to.
I
in
don't
a
care
minute.
if I'm upside
I can't
down.
do it
Put
while I'm
me
on
up.
the show. Let me take these calls. I told you I got to just stay on though, and let me just take these calls because I don't want to be screwed up here. Okay, here we go. Let's talk to Ken. Ken, I can't stand this company. I just can't stand them. They've been a thorn in my side for years. And I know we used to have various people on saying they're wonderful and they had a PR guy for a while. But Mark, in general, when we get appliance complaints, where do we get them from? Be honest. Where do we get them
Well,
from?
appliance factory outlet, and let me say this, a lot of people don't realize that. They buy a lot of stuff that's scratch and dent or possibly returned, secondhand, however you want to call it. So when you buy it, you're not getting, a lot of the times, you're not getting that warranty from the manufacturer you believe you're getting. What you are getting is the warranty from appliance factory outlet, and that differs depending on what you buy.
Well said. Thank you, Mark. So let's talk about it. Go ahead. What's going on?
Hey,
sir?
Tom, this is Ken.
Yes. Go ahead. So what,
Yeah,
what do you think? Go ahead.
Well, we bought a washer. We bought a washer from American Factory Outlet.
Yes, sir.
And
Appliance factory outlet, sir.
Yeah, appliance factory.
Yes. So we bought the extended warranty, and then the door seal is leaking, and so then they directed us to Brand Source, which takes care of their warranty. So Brand Source at one point said, well, it's $300. It's not covered by warranty. we talked on the phone for a little bit, and then we got disconnected. A few days later, they called back, and then they said the part was $600. So then we go back to Longmont to the appliance factory, and they said, well, no, that warranty should have been like a bumper-to-bumper warranty. And then for the last week, no one has accepted our calls or returned our calls regarding this fact. And so it's just kind of like, you buy it, you pay all the money, and then they don't want to honor their extended warranty or even their warranty at all.
Why? I mean, what is it? Their warranty, or is it a factor? Like Mark said, is it one of those screwed up deals where it was a second or something, or what?
No, it was brand new unit.
And you haven't. Why don't you just go straight to the manufacturer?
Yeah, why don't you just call up whoever?
And by the way, if you're looking, this is Mark on Zoom upside down, and I didn't do it.
Well, so therefore, I have tried to contact Samsung, and then they direct you back to where you bought it. And then you're out all that
No,
money
they don't.
that you paid for
Samsung
this.
has a warranty, man.
No, on that model number, because he bought it through appliance factory warranty, he doesn't have a Samsung warranty. Every time we have a call from appliance factory, it always goes back to the same thing. You can call Samsung till you're blue in the face. When you give them that actual number to that exact product, they're going to say you need to go back to where you bought it.
Exactly. And then they say, well, okay, you have a 2-year factory warranty, but then we paid for the extended warranty. Now we're on the extended warranty time, and appliance factory direct you to brand source. Brand source tries to rip you off, and then
Okay, hold on. That's what it is. It's not under warranty. If they said brand source, that's what it is. See, you said it was brand new with a factory warranty. You were wrong. Why'd you say that?
I'm not wrong. It was brand new unit when we bought it.
But it wasn't factory warranty. No, there's somehow, Mark, they buy them. I don't know how they do it. Somehow, they don't have a manufacturer's warranty. Why? Are they seconds or what? What's the situation?
Well, most of them are scratch and dent. Now, listen, I don't know if they sell brand new products that are actually covered
Let's
by
go through
the
this again,
factory.
Ken, you went to factory and you see this on the showroom floor. Is that correct?
That's correct. Brand new unit.
Right.
Brand new unit
Now,
delivered in the boxes.
I get it. Then what is brand source? Tell me what that is.
Well, from my understanding, that is when you buy the extended warranty or you have a warranty, brand source is supposed to honor these warranties and do the repairs. Well,
then that, okay, hold on. No, then what you're saying are two different things. You did not have a factory warranty. You had their own brand source warranty. Why? I don't know. I don't. This is what they do. But you do not have what you think you have. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, then they should not be allowed. And
That's
it should
not
be
true.
illegal for them.
I'll bet you in your paperwork. I'll bet you. And I'm not trying to fight with you. I don't like these guys. In fact,
here's
Bo,
what it says.
why don't you? Okay, go ahead, Mark.
Here's what it says.
Thanks.
And it is tricky when you think about it. Yes, Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom say that appliances purchased come with full warranty. Well, it does, but it's through them. The company buys overstock, uncrated, minor case imperfection products directly from manufacturers and then process and certifies them themselves as new.
Oh, my God. See, you got duped.
Good.
Yeah,
Well,
but they're
why
a
would
lot
you-
cheaper. I mean, come on, we've got to at least, let's not pretend that it's the same price as anywhere else. The products are cheaper, so I mean, that's why.
But how can they mislead you? And then
I'll
pay
bet you
extra
it's in
for
your
an extended
paperwork.
warranty?
Send me all your paperwork. I'll bet you we'll find somewhere. I'll bet you we find somewhere.
In fact, it goes on to say Appliance Factory and Mattress Kingdom's terms of service state that all services are provided as is and as available. And
Where
they
are you reading this, Mark?
And they disclaim all warranties, including implied warranties.
Where are you reading this?
That is coming from, that might be right under their own terms of service, actually.
See, Ken is calling it misleading. It's not misleading if it's in your paperwork or at the store or on their website.
Not only is it in those places, I'm pretty sure when you sign, when they deliver, or when you purchase it and pay for it, I'm pretty sure it's all right there.
It's got to be.
We went there to look at a Viking. They also have like a higher end place. We were looking at a Viking something or other years ago, and when we got to the point, I was very surprised it was $1,000 or $2,000 less. But then as you start digging into it, there was no warranty on it, and I was like,
now hold on, though. But here's what I want to know, Ken. And Ken, you have to understand, I'm on your side. I swear to God I am. I want to help you. But you buy under certain conditions, and our hands are tied, unless they lied to you.
They did lie to
Okay,
me.
now, hold on. Let's isolate that. How did they lie? Go ahead.
Okay, so when we purchased it, right here on the invoice, line number 2, if I do not purchase the product, Protection Plus extended warranty to protect my appliance purchased beyond the manufacturer warranty, I am responsible for all costs and repairs or replacement of my appliances. Well, we purchased that. So they told us it was covered from bumper to bumper because we did purchase the extended warranty.
And what's the name of the extended warranty?
Well, it doesn't have a name. It's just all we have is the invoice from Appliance Factory.
Look at what I just
hold
sent
on,
you,
but
Tom. Email.
what does it say? What are the terms of the extended warranty? What did you pay for it? What did you pay for the extended warranty?
$199 per appliance. So $199 for the washer, $199 for the dryer.
And which one are we talking about now?
Well, we're talking about the washer.
Okay. Now, you're saying in addition to the brand source warranty, you bought an
in addition to Samsung's warranty, we bought the products brand new.
You didn't have a Samsung. You didn't have a Samsung warranty.
Well, they told us we did. So
now, where in the paperwork? That's what I need to know. Where does it, Mark? I agree with him that if it doesn't specifically say you don't
Look
have
what
a factory.
I just emailed you from their website.
Okay, let me take this.
Factory.
Take a break.
I want to take this break and come back and look at it, okay? People, you got to listen to this because a lot of you go to Appliance Factory Outlet. So please, okay, so I'm going to look at this email. Come right back to you guys right after this. This is crazy.
KHOW Denver, 630
I want all
an
this.
iHeart radio
Can
station.
Deputy
Download
Bo-
the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio,
I
and
heard you. I just choose not to listen.
now Impact.
Something about Deputy Bo. I don't know.
Sponsored by Red Pilled America.
We got a new crash working. If you're just making your way out, be aware there's a little bit of a backup trying to get into downtown here for northbound I-25. Got a crash working at the ramp to 6th Avenue. They're going to have that far right ramp lane blocked. You're still able to get around the wreckage, though, and exit the highway. Just be careful through there. It is slowing northbound I-25 now coming up from the Broadway Bridge and growing. Southbound side of I-25, a little heavy and slow from I-70 down through Spear. Otherwise, we're looking good up and down. Denver weather for today, partly cloudy skies, high up to 92 degrees. Right now we're at 81. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
This week on Red Pilled America, what can we do to ensure election integrity? To find the answer, we tell the story of a small election in California, one that changed the rules for how to win elections in the U.S. Listen to Red Pilled America on the iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America, a storytelling show.
You know, the art of granite is the art of doing countertops the right way. And it's any kind of a countertop, not just granite, any natural stone, any man-made material. What I love about Mitch Floria, and he's doing Mark and Suzanne's house, they love him. He gave a price on the phone. You can get a price on the phone right now. And you can get free materials if you get them from the remnant yard, or you get wholesale materials. Tear out and haul away is free as well. Call theartofgranite.com and get a price right now, theartofgranite.com, 303-386-5919. But Mark, do they disclaim this through to the people who buy it? That because
Did you read that?
No, I get it. I want to know if he read this, if he was given this at the time of sale.
Yeah, because you sign when you get to it.
I
In
want
fact,
Bo to call them. Bo, are you listening? Bo?
Hey, Kelly.
She gone.
Of course.
Bo? Is he gone?
Bo's not in today.
Hey, Ken.
Oh.
Can
Only
you
Doc.
send me a copy of your actual invoice, brother? You take a picture of it. Help, H-E-L-P, at troubleshooter.com. Do it right away. We're going to come back to you, but I want to see the actual invoice. I mean, the real invoice, okay?
All this paperwork, Mark.
Yep, you got it. That front and back if you need. Just take a picture. Make sure it's something we can zoom in and read, all right? Hold tight, bro. I bet you, I guarantee he signs this entire terms of service. Then they really screw you because it's nuts, man. I don't know how legal this is, but read the indemnification.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
That's right on their own website, man.
I know. I need to do something here to get you, you stupid person. I need to get you upside down, not upside down. God. Oh, wait, you're not upside down now, are you?
I had to kill it. I had a text come in.
Shit. Okay, let me just do away with this right now. Gosh.
I love this part. It says, wait, where is it? Indemnification. You hereby warrant that you will not use the information provided by us in violation of any state or federal law. Further, you agree to indemnify, defend, and hold as harmless, as well as holding harmless our parent subsidies, blah, 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 blah. Subsidiaries, affiliates, officers, directors, employees, agents, suppliers, blah, 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 blah. But if you look at their actual warranty, it's funny as hell because they have zero warranty, and they make it clear. Everything we do is, as available. We do not make any warranty that our services will meet your requirements. I love that. You agree that any material and or data downloaded or otherwise obtained throughout the use of any service offered by our own discretion risk that you will be solely responsible for any damage. So if they tell you to upgrade, they tell you to flash a product and you blow it up or brick it, too bad. So sad. We do not make any warranty regarding any goods or services. I mean, you can't make it more clear they don't have warranties. I got to give it to them there. It makes it very clear they have no warranties of any kind. Did you go to it, Thomas?
Hold on a sec here. I'm sorry. Yeah, oh, I've read it. It's crazy. I didn't see his.
He's sending it. Hey, Kelly, is she back in there?
No.
Oh. Where's she at? I don't want to know.
Just wanders.
I know she does. It's amazing to me, actually. Ryan must be in the building.
Yeah, but he's got COVID, so he's not coming in.
Yeah.
Need a new roof? Call Excel Roofing, 303-761-6400.
630 KHOW,
an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Oh, man. Ken, we're going to call over there and see what we can find out, but from all indications, it seems jacked. It just seems jacked to me. And I don't know if this is what's gonna happen. So I don't know what to tell you, man. Mark, what do you think? I mean, we hear this all the time.
They make it very
But he
clear.
said he was never told. He personally was never
Well,
told.
he's going to send over that agreement. We're going to look at it.
Do you think he'll send us everything?
Yeah, just keep them. I'd go ahead and keep them. Okay. Kelly, just keep them so we can grab what he's sending us, and then we'll look at it. Maybe the paperwork he has doesn't match what their website says. Anything's possible.
Bill, what's happening, bro?
Yeah, hi. Thanks for taking my call. I'm calling in regards to a property that I purchased back in 2017.
What kind of property, Bill?
It's a duplex over in the Sloan's Lake area, and it was built in 49, and we planned to scrape it and develop it.
And you bought it in 2017?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So when they built the duplex, it was the same contractor that built the duplex to the north of me. And it's kind of ironic, but the driveway is a shared driveway with the boundary lines between Lakewood and Edgewater.
Wait, so your driveway is in two cities?
Well, my property line, the driveway's 9 feet wide, and I own 4.5 feet of the driveway, and the property owner to the north of me owns the other 4.5.
Okay, so you share your driveway with a neighbor.
Yeah, it's a cross access.
I get it.
Well, we don't have a cross access agreement for the driveway.
It's a shared maintenance agreement or a shared access. Okay, go ahead. So there is no agreement. It's an easement of record, though, on your survey, or what?
It just shows that I own the 4.5 feet on a
got it
on the deed registered with Jefferson County.
Got it.
And he would own the other 4.5 feet.
Got it.
And,
yeah.
Yeah.
So now what?
So, well, kind of running into it. I want to utilize that 4.5 feet in my development. What's stopping me from just putting a fence up on my side of the
So you don't want to have a driveway, is what you're saying, right?
Correct.
Okay. Or you want to move a driveway or do whatever. Now, it depends. That's why I asked. If there's a permanent easement granted, then you can't do it. If it's a deed restriction or permanent easement or any kind of recorded instrument, you can't do it without their approval. If it's not, if it's simply something that's been going on, well, you may have another problem if you try to take it, and that's called adverse possession, which means the neighbor's been using it, or that property, it's been of record for years and years and years and years and years, and you haven't done anything about it. Now, you can attempt to put up a fence, and they're going to attempt to stop you if it's a joint road agreement. I mean, excuse me, if it's if it's adverse possession. So you really need to do some homework. I can't answer your question. If it is an easement that shows up on your survey, you can't do it.
You know, if it was an adverse possession issue, one of the things he might think about, and I know you've done it, Tom, is maybe come up where you lease it to them and they sign it for $1 a year. And what would that possibly do, Mr. Martino?
Well, if you even better than that, you don't have to get them to sign anything. You can grant them permission to use it. Once you grant them permission to use it, it never goes to adverse. But you can't do that after it's already been 18 years. See, that's the problem, or 12 years, whatever it is. See, the problem is when it happened to me on commercial property, and I had a Wendy's encroach with their drive-through, and they thought, you know, who's going to do anything about it? And so instead of fighting them in court, I just wanted to have the freedom to renege it or to reverse it at any time. And in order to do that, I said they can have permission to use it until further notice. Their attorney came unglued and said, we don't want permission. I said, well, you have permission. And so they didn't have to sign anything. I granted them permission. The reason I did that is so they can't say it was adverse. And by not being adverse, I'm able to revoke it. But if it's already been there for how long? When was it built?
1950.
Okay. If it's been built in 1950 and that's been in existence that long, you're not going to get it removed. Not unless
he might get some money for property taxes he's paid and other things over the years.
No, he paid it, but they paid it too. They each pay their own half. I don't think he wasn't paying for the other half.
Yeah. Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Looking at my ILC improvement location survey.
Yes.
It's showing it at a 4.5 easement recorded on a certain recorded number.
Right.
Jefferson County.
And I'll bet you he has a 4.5 easement as well. So that easement is his easement to you. And the one on his property is your easement to him. No, just the other way around. The 4.5 feet is your easement to him. The other side is his easement to you.
So within that 4.5 feet, based off of this, it's a recorded easement. I can't put a fence there.
Unless the easement will have some specifications in it. But you know what? I'd love to get Brad O'Brien on to talk about it. Hold on a sec. We got to take this break. Hang on. Get Brad O'Brien. We got more coming up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories.
We got a new crash working. If you're just making your way out, be aware there's a little bit of a backup trying to get into downtown here for northbound I-25. Got a crash working at the ramp to 6th Avenue. They're going to have that far right ramp lane blocked. You're still able to get around the wreckage, though, and exit the highway. Just be careful through there. It is slowing northbound I-25 now, coming up from the Broadway Bridge and growing. Southbound side of I-25, a little heavy and slow from I-70 down through Spear. Otherwise, we're looking good up and down. Denver weather for today, partly cloudy skies, high up to 92 degrees. Right now we're at 81. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
This is Lee Habib, host of Our American Stories. On our next episode, we'll remember music icon Johnny Cash, 21 years after his passing. You won't want to miss the next episode of Our American Stories.
All right. You know, Keelan Park are estate planning attorneys, and they do business in a very simple way. You talk to them about your estate plan. You tell them what you own, what you want to do, what you have invested, what you collected, all of your stuff. And then after that, they will come up with a plan. All of this is free of charge. And then that plan will have a flat rate pricing structure. So you can do as much of it or as little of it as you want. And you'll know the price right up front. So to talk to them costs nothing. Get a consultation on your estate. Everyone needs one. Keel and Park, 970-818-8198. lawkp.com, 970-818-8198. That's lawkp.com. Discount Bath. I love the way they're doing business. First of all, putting the discount and the bath together is wonderful. And what I really love is that you can get a price without ever talking to them. You go on their site, discountbath.com, and then upload a video. They'll send you a link after you fill out some basic information. Don't worry, they don't sell that information or bug you. You can do a hall bath, you can do a rough-in bath and finish that, the one in the basement, or you can do a new master bath, whatever you're looking for. What you do is get that video uploaded, they give you a price. That's right, it works that simply. Now, if you want to just do a shower conversion, they're doing those for $9,888. $9,888. Think about that, under 10 grand, you get a full shower conversion with beautiful acrylic walls and glass panels and really no maintenance whatsoever. Discountbath.com.
I'll be leaving a little early, Doc.
Who is? Tom?
No, I am.
Oh.
I just got reminded we have a wedding
I'll hold
today.
down the fort.
Hey, Thomas.
I heard.
Yeah, I got a wedding. I fucking just remembered it.
What do you have?
They're getting married. Listen to this.
Who is?
4 o'clock. I'll tell you who in a minute. 4 o'clock in Kiowa on a Thursday.
What?
What? That's exactly right. What?
What are they doing? Justice of the Peace?
No.
It's a regular wedding?
There's a venue way out there. I mean, there's these like cowboy on ranch venues, and I guess on a Thursday at 4 o'clock they're probably dirt cheap. I mean, that's.
Wow. And it's a regular wedding with lots of guests and everything?
I would guess at least 50, maybe 100.
Wow.
Where is this, Mark? Is this someone I know?
Well, it's Addie's, one of Addie's best friends when she was in high school.
Oh, cool.
She's the, Addie just got home late last night, and she is the, what is it called?
Bridesmaid?
Is it a matron of honor?
The maid of honor.
Maid. Matron is married?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. By the way, I have the cutest
She's
story for you
She's
guys.
the bitch in charge.
I have the cutest story for you, Tom and Mark.
Go.
My son got married at this great place in Salida.
Who is you? Wait. Who is you, Kelly?
So for Mark
Tom.
and for Tom,
Yeah.
you remember the gentleman that called yesterday? His name was Tim. He had an issue with Medicare and Medicaid, and we tried to get Integra on, and they were unavailable.
Yes.
Because they were on okay. So I texted all of his information to John Jones,
Nice.
junior and senior, and he's totally, completely covered now.
Nice.
They fixed it.
He the man.
Isn't that great?
That is great. You actually texted them both, too. Good job, Kelly. Hey,
You
Tom,
know-
take your dinger out.
Sometimes, here's my saying: the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
Yeah?
What the hell does that mean?
Think about it.
I know.
Do you know where that term came from?
No.
I do not.
The SPCA?
It's probably
But
not
I'm
kidding.
just so happy that
A
Tim
tongue,
got taken care
even
of.
a tongue licks a dog's ass occasionally.
10 seconds.
Oh my God.
Free never sounded so good. Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right. What is your comment, Chris, on this easement issue? What is your comment? I'll take that before we... Oh, no, Brad O'Brien's there. But Chris, real quick, what were you going to say about it?
What I was going to say is I had an issue with this with one of my neighbors at one point, and basically there are setback requirements on the side houses. Now, it doesn't really apply to this, but if there is an easement for that driveway and he does put in a fence, the other owner can just have him remove it.
Well, of
and
course.
take him to court for it.
Yeah.
It's
right.
It's not something he wants to do without checking all the paperwork, even if he has like a written agreement, because when he bought the house, he bought all of the easements, regardless of how old they are.
Yeah, I want to talk to Brad O'Brien.
same
Thank
thing
you,
with-
Chris. You're right about that. Now, Brad, this duplex was built in the 50s, and he says his driveway on his survey shows he owns 4.5 feet of a 9-foot wide driveway, so he owns half of it. On his survey, there's an easement on his half granting it to the neighbor, and on the neighbor's, there's an easement granting to him. He wants to evacuate his half of the driveway and put up a fence down the middle, and it's a recorded easement since 1950. What do you think?
Well, these are reciprocal easements in favor of each other. They're mutual. And in order to terminate an easement, the beneficiary of the easement, whoever enjoys it, has to sign off on that. So the guy who wants to take back some of this land is not the beneficiary. He's the burdened party. So he's not the one who can terminate it. He has to get the party who's going to be losing the easement to sign off on the termination.
That's what I thought. So he's not going to be able to just do that. Not at all at this point. So he he's out of luck. I mean, right? I mean, as far as wanting to put up his fence.
Well, yeah, the burden party cannot unilaterally terminate an easement.
Right.
The benefited party has to terminate it.
So, did you hear that? That answers your question, sir. It really does.
Yeah, I did hear it. I appreciate it.
Now, now let me ask you: is this the neighbor that shares the duplex with you, or the neighbor on the other side?
The neighbor on the other side, where the other duplex.
Okay. Have you ever talked to that neighbor? Does he use the driveway?
Yeah, they do use the driveway, so I'm going to meet with him on the 20th to get.
Why don't you just put a fence? Why don't you just come in 4.5 feet and put your fence there?
Well, that's eventually what's going to happen with the new development, but I still need to get a shared drive agreement for the transportation department with City of Lakewood.
Well, we got to run, but I hope you just consult an attorney if you need anything. Brad O'Brien is a real estate attorney, 720-370-7388. We have more coming up.
Hey, Andrew, Mark Major, you were over in
I
Franktown
can't
today.
that out. I'm sorry.
Hey, man. Yeah, I just got it. So did she not? She didn't want any towel things or anything like that, right?
Our computer, I don't know.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna put you back on hold and check one other thing. Okay? Just be patient with me. Okay? All right.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show.
Okay. Is this how she wanted it, though? Okay, good. So, I mean, we're pretty much ready to go. I guess what I'm asking you is, do I need to have a conversation with my wife first, or is she basically ready? Oh. And what's
shit.
well, and tell
Son of
me,
a
you saw the
bitch.
setup. What's better for the steam shower? And what? And you've
Okay,
done a
ma'am,
ton of
what
these.
did you
What do you
want to
think
talk
would
to
look better
Tom
in our
about?
circumstance?
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
For your apartment. Okay, what's your name? I just need your first name. Donna, D-O-N-N-A?
All right.
All right, perfect. All right, Donna.
Yeah, I got you. Well, she's doing yoga or whatever. When we connect, I'll call back and get you moving on it. All
Okay,
right.
perfect.
And how many weeks out? Okay. All right. Thanks, man. I'll call you later. Bye.
Oh, God, is this a challenge to get all this shit together? Okay.
Oh, I see what he's saying. I see what he's saying. I see shit, man. I see it. Damn.
Hey, morons.
Hey, 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 hey. Love 93-year-olds. Well, thank you. And no one really gets on me. Maybe a few assholes. Everybody's got assholes. Well, let me tell you, older women, like she's 93 for real. 93 like me. What can I say? Did she come on air? Well, okay. Tell Dan next time. The fuck?
We were really busy with debate shit last night, so I couldn't necessarily do that.
I love the fact she thinks we're on 24/7.
Who is that? Some caller?
Someone called up Dan's show praising me. They said, "What's up with that super old guy? That young guy should be doing this shit."
Yeah. That's going in a lawsuit. Write that down, Dragon.
Dragon, cross that out.
Write it down, guys.
As your future boss.
God. Hey, Mark, I did a new permanent link on.
Did you send it?
It's on the show calendar. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. Hold on.
Just email it to me so I can just archive it and I'll have it.
Yeah, here. I'm going to do that right now. Hold on. Thank you.
Ken, I simply don't have it. It's got to be too big for our system to process.
Hold on.
So I don't know if you want to take a picture of it because JPEGs compress, and you can send it to me that way.
And let me get my link here.
But I've got your
okay.
phone number.
Yeah, this will be permanent link. And when you want to do it, Mark, seriously, am I the one that, did I put you upside down? Or was it you?
All I did was turn my phone on, man.
Okay, so maybe I did invert it.
Here, let me try this new one real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me if I'm upside down.
Okay, hold on.
No, I don't look up. Well, it didn't look upside down to me last time. It was only upside down to you.
Okay, mute you. I'm going to put you over on the other on the switcher. I got to put you over on the switcher. Hold on.
I don't think I'll be upside down, do you?
I'll see. Oh, come on. What did you Oh, did you just do that, you son of a bitch? Did you do that, Mark?
I'm not doing anything.
Come on, Mark. Beyond. Oh, son of a bitch, you son.
What are you doing?
God damn you.
What is the issue? Am I upside down or not? I don't get it.
Oh, shut up. Fuck.
Tom, don't touch anything.
What is he doing? What could he possibly doing to make me go upside down? I don't understand it.
Just wait, Mark. Mark, I'm not doing that. Gosh dang you, son of a bitch.
I'm upside down. What is he?
Quit touching things.
Oh my!
Tom,
I'm not doing it.
Don't invert me. I feel inverted.
Oh my God! You fucking. Oh, there you are, you son of a bitch. Okay. Now you're going to be on. This is going to be great. This is going to work. Oh,
all right.
Hold on.
It's the fastest 2 hours in talk radio, aiming to cut through the clutter and wash out the white noise of the mainstream media. The only missing ingredient is you. Join me each day of the work week, starting at 2 here on 630 KM.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast
This is wrong. This is where I got it.
Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
See, you did touch something.
The Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Okay, I'm not going to Mark when he's upside down. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm not going to do it. I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I'm mistiming these scenes a little. I'm trying to get them automated. If you're watching on YouTube, don't worry. It's growing pains. I'll get it all worked out soon. Give us a call if you need help with a consumer problem, question, complaint. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, now I can go to Mark. There you go. Well, no, see, now you're off camera. This guy is so bad. He just, Forget it.
Yes, I'm sure everybody believes it's me.
Yeah, well, of course. You were on perfectly, and now you're not. So what happened? I didn't do a thing.
What'd you touch?
I didn't touch anything. Now, he absolutely changed his he was full screen and everything, and it just sucks. I don't even want to get
They
to
saw his face. It broke the camera.
Anyway, just hold on, man. Let me go to the phones. Let's start helping people. Oh, somebody hung up? See? Because we're fooling around. Mark, did you change really because you were on full screen and now you're not. So all I'm seeing is the ceiling.
I killed it because once again, while I'm in that, I can't get texts and stuff,
okay,
and
well,
I've
good.
got
Then it
a lot
wasn't
of
me.
stuff.
And it wasn't me. So if you
But
killed
you
it,
kept inverting me. Other than that, I didn't do
I
anything.
didn't really. But okay, so if you want to ever go back to it, let's try it. Otherwise, screw it. I'm going to try to do it any way we can. But anyway, it's just I'm trying. He doesn't know how to do it, so he blames me.
Yes,
for
I'm
it.
sure everybody is thinking exactly
Yeah,
that.
sure. Well, I
I
have
his
this.
own computer store and business.
Donna, what's going on with
know how
this
to-
apartment?
okay.
Donna, what's going on with this apartment? What's happening, Donna?
Hi, Tom.
Hey, what's going
on? I've lived in I've got a landlord that is. My rent is $13.75. They told me an extension would be an extra $100. I said okay.
You mean
So
an extra
I got
$100
my
per
rent-
month?
Well, no, an extra $100 for the extension for staying a month longer than my lease.
Oh!
And
You
I
just
said,
want to
okay.
extend a month, and they were going to charge you regular rent plus $100.
Well, yeah, that's what they did, and I can understand that because I'm out of my. So I got a lease extension, but here's my problem. I went to pay for that, and when I went into the portal, they charged me $1,681.
Well,
And
hold
then
on. Well, I don't know
then
what
I'm
that
like,
means. What is your normal rent?
$13.65.
$13.65, and on top of that, they charged you another $1,000.
No, they charged me another almost $300.
$300. Okay, got it. Okay.
Okay.
So it went from
Yeah.
$1,300 to
So instead of
$1,600.
being-
You thought it was only going to be an extra $100. I want to ask a few questions before we do any of this. When was your lease up?
August 31st of this year.
Lease was up August 31st. Okay. And another thing did you want to stay or did you leave because it was up?
I was leaving because I was being harassed by the new manager that took over in January. I was there for 4.5 years prior to that.
Okay. So you're leaving voluntarily. I get it. You're leaving voluntarily. And then they charge you and do you have anything in writing that said they were going to charge you just the extra $100?
Actually, she told me she was going to send me an extension agreement. I never received it. But when I went into the portal to do the evacuation notice, it said $1,275 plus $100. Okay, so I'm going, well, I know my rent with all the utilities and stuff is $13.65, and I went to pay that, but they removed they charged me $16.81 instead of the $14.75.
I get you. I know exactly what you're saying. The only way we can do something about that is if you have a very clear extension agreement that says you could hold over for 1 month for an additional $100. If you don't,
But she never sent it to me.
Now
She
hold
never
on,
sent it to me.
Donna. Let's just say I have one of my deputies call over there and say, "You charge this woman $1,600, another $300 on top of her rent, and she was told she could stay there an extra month for an extra $100 over her rent," and the person says, "No, we didn't." Then what do we do?
Yeah. Well, I have it on the vacate notice saying it
Wait,
was
hold on.
$12.75.
That's good. Wait, tell me what the vacate notice says.
The vacate notice said $12.75 plus $100 extension.
$12.75, but you're
on the
okay.
portal.
So if you take $12.75 and you add $100, that's $13.75, right?
Yes, sir.
But then on top of that, you would have utilities, right?
Which is the 95, which is why I automatically was going to
So it would be 14.7.
$14.75.
Okay, you do have something in writing. It clearly says that amount due on this invoice.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have it? Did you save it, or is it on the portal, or did you save it?
What I did is the only way you can print anything from these guys, I had to put it on the screen of the TV and take pictures of it with my
well, that's
phone.
okay. That's okay.
Are
they Donna, this sounds good to me. When you told them, by the way, I show here on the portal 1275 plus 100. That would be 1375 plus 95, which would be 1470. Why am I being charged 16? Did you go through that scenario with them? And what did they say?
Yes, sir. And I left them a message, and nobody called me back.
Okay, so you never did get to make your argument with them.
No. In fact, I'm still having a problem with them.
Okay, well, we'll help you do that. I think you have a good case. I mean, if truly you...
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, if you have that in writing, you were smart to take a picture of it. I don't know. How are they going to deny it? I mean, so you've never talked to one person since that bill?
No, I have been trying to call the...
Why don't you send us that
manager.
picture, and we'll have Deputy Doc call over?
Yeah,
Is there a management office, Donna, that you can go to and talk to somebody in person?
Well, I tried doing that too, sir, when I took the cashier's check up there with my letter, because and they have a lockdown building. And so I put it through their Dropbox, and I called the number, and I said, your cashier's check for this much, I think it was 15 something, because they're charging me for the deadbolt from putting that on my door, since the homeless people were trying to come into my unit. And they assaulted me on the property.
What do you mean they assaulted you?
So I called and I asked for a deadbolt, and there's the 116 that I just want this over with, but I don't want to.
Well, you confuse me there. Is the additional money? Is the additional money something to do with the deadbolt?
Well, I paid it because I just want to get rid of it.
Okay.
But yeah, they charged me after being assaulted.
What
on
Mark is asking if you had maybe any damages they assessed. What about your security deposit? Did you get?
No.
What about your?
I got a feeling they've already said to me 3 different times. So you're going to Florida?
Donna,
well,
you didn't answer me. You didn't answer me.
I'm knowing that I'm going to have a problem getting. My deposit doesn't come back until after I leave, and then 30 days. But the lady came in and she took pictures of my whole place, and she goes, "Oh, the place looks really good." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I keep a very clean place."
Donna, call
yes,
us.
Sir.
You can call us even if you're in Florida if they try to keep your deposit. I want Deputy Doc to call over there.
Thank you.
I want Deputy Doc to. Where are you going in Florida, by the way?
Leesburg, but don't put that on here.
Oh,
I don't want them to know where I am.
Well, they're not listening right now, but that's a nice area, by the way. That's growing pretty fast.
Yes, sir, it is. And I have never had this much hassle ever. And I'm 70. Just let me out of here and let me go, and don't rip me off. It's like
I know. I don't. You listen. Listen. I feel for you. I really do. Are you single and alone? Do you have anybody to help you out here? Huh?
No, I don't, sir. I wasn't able to have kids, and my husband passed away about 20 years ago. So I've been trying to struggle.
Get me that email. I'm going to help you out. Just I need to see a picture of exactly where it says it's less than what they charged you. And if I got to drive over there, I'll drive over there.
I'm going to give. Thank you. Yeah, Donna. We're going to help you out here. Hold on.
Hey, Donna, one question. There's never anybody in the management office? Is that what you're saying?
Kelly's chatting with her right now to get the
Yeah.
info.
Okay.
All right, let's just do this then. Let's let Mark call over there and put the fear of God in him. One Clear Choice Garage Doors. Now that is a great place. I'm telling you, I've never seen a company more well organized. Well, Excel Roofing's pretty damn good. Listen, One Clear Choice stores, they come to your door 24/7 to fix your garage door. If you have an emergency, broken spring, can't get in, can't get out. Here's the other thing. You can't close your door, but they'll also do regular inspections, regular garage doors, all of the service you need. All of the prices are on the website. Now, even though the company's One Clear Choice Garage Doors, the website is oneclearchoicedoors.com. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I forget to transition. Man, people, I know why you're thinking I'm an idiot on this YouTube.
If your goal is to lose weight, a group of doctors created a remarkable
screwing
weight
up
loss
right
supplement
and
called
left.
Lean, and it's
Nobody thinks you're not.
I'm just screwing up right and left here. I'm trying to do the best I
burn
can.
fat by converting fat into energy and reduce appetite, so you eat less. Lean could be
Oh,
the weight
God,
loss
it's
answer
pissing
you've
me
been
off.
searching for.
Visit takelean.com, promo code radio. That's takelean.com, promo code radio.
Lazy Days RV. If you want to go to the RV Authority for sales and service, new and used, everything from a Class A to a pop-up camper, you want to go to lazydays.com. They have a service facility, second to none, right here at I-25 and exit 240 north of Denver, and it's right on the frontage road there. Listen, in addition to that, they have locations all over the metro and country for your support. lazydays.com. Zero Res Denver, the best carpet cleaning I've ever had, and I'll tell you why. They use nothing but purified water, super soft water to get in and out all of the crap from your carpets that were put in there before. You will have the most clean looking and feeling carpets and healthy carpets. In fact, because your carpets are healthy, it'll help your indoor air quality. Those reasons are enough to call Zero Res, but then put on top of that just 33 or 34 bucks a room, plus they do any kind of flat surface cleaning you want. They do carpets, they do upholstery, they do ductwork. Yeah, ZeroResDenver.com. ZeroResDenver.com. 303-471-5150. Call today, 471-5150. Okay, I got to troubleshoot this piece of crap. I am so tired of it.
Hey, is Mark still upside down?
Oh, stop. He didn't even. Okay, so I got standby. Okay.
And you just know
Okay, then I have
it at the management
sequence,
company?
6:30 after standby, 6:30. Okay, then 26. Why isn't that 26 seconds? I don't understand that. After 6:30.
He should program in the breaks, too, so when he goes to breaks at exactly, let's
shut
say,
up.
12:15.
After 6:30, that goes to the opening
Right,
music.
because he's always on top
and when the
of the
opening
exact timing
music
for his
plays,
break, so he doesn't even
when
really
the
need to
opening,
think about it.
hey,
Just
can you
set
play?
it for.
Can I
It's
time
remarkable.
something? Seriously, can you play the opening song right now? Just tell me when I can you do it or not? In cue, but I need to know when you're going to hit it so I can time something.
He'll count down.
Stop.
3, 2, 1. No, seriously, 3, 2, 1,
Can
play.
you do that, Dragon?
Do what?
Can
He
you
wants
play
you
the
to play
opening
the
music
intro.
for me, just in cue here, so I can hear? But count it
now?
down. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Count it down.
1 second.
I really need to time something.
Yeah, hang on.
Help! I need somebody. Help!
We don't even use that song anymore.
Oh, my
Do
bad.
this, do this.
I was thinking back to the Papa John days, as David said the other day.
3, 2, 1. So count.
Holy shit, man! That fire in California got bad.
Wait,
Here
Jack.
comes your open, Tom.
Count it down.
Ripped off, bad news.
I'm just timing this, guys. I don't know why my timing is off. Shut up, Mark.
Troubleshooter's gonna help the common.
Yeah, it's just what I thought it should be.
It's the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Yeah, it's exactly what I thought it should be. Why the heck? Okay, thank you. What the
It's nothing.
hell?
The only thing I know for a fact, it's nothing you did.
Oh, shut up. That should time perfectly. Oh, shut up, Mark. That should time. And it didn't time perfectly. Damn it.
Seriously, Dragon, out of everybody else that goes to break, I mean, seriously, no one actually hits. I know their break times are different, so regardless of the
And
break
you do
time-
better, don't you, Mark? You do better, don't you?
Well, next to perfect, but that's not what we're talking about. Everybody else besides us. Are they a lot better, or
okay,
is
at least
everybody
he said.
a cluster?
At least he said us. Okay, good. He didn't like single me out. You.
Of course not. So
Everybody is better, yes.
Okay.
But nobody is perfect.
No one's good.
Is there a time calculator?
Yes.
Where
It's
do you
called
find
a
them?
stopwatch.
I just searched in your app store.
Okay.
Clock math.
Thank
or
you.
something.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right, coming back.
So I need to go to my app store and find that. He's right.
I never laugh so hard. When I'm at home, I can send music down the pipe.
Yes.
And he'll start coming back on the
He's
intro.
a trained SEAL, man. He'll get right up there and start honking the horns. Yep.
I know. You bastard.
They'd probably do the same thing if it was a commercial block and then there was like 3 seconds of silence. He may start talking about a sponsor.
That'd be great.
Yeah. You know who I really like? I really like,
Hold on.
One Clear George
Hold on.
Doors.
Yeah, let me find out who I like. I've been there before.
You know what? I need you guys to. You're all gonna.
Let me.
You got to put yourself down on that now. You're gonna get sued too. Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Hey, YouTubers, you hear, don't you? You hear behind the scenes them harassing me about my age and stuff. So you're gonna all be called to testify in the court case I have against Mark.
Oh man, I wouldn't miss that court date in a million years. All the
Why am I
YouTube morons showing up.
Why am I
It'd be
showing
like
more
a
to come? Oh,
circus.
sorry. Man, I
4
am so
teeth amongst
tired.
all 10 of them.
I am so tired of this stupid thing here. I just got to turn it off. Never mind. I'm struggling to get, what? Come on, stop.
You don't say.
Okay, never mind. People are confused as hell.
Can you clip out his "I'm struggling" and send it to me, please?
Okay. Anyway, guys, you heard me being harassed, right? Okay. So you're going to be called to testify. So I want you all, if you agree to testify in my case against Mark and Shannon and Dragon and Kachina, I want you to just say, I will, on the stream here, and I'll have you down here, okay? And then you will be called. I will do depositions, and we'll go after him. I'll even give you guys, we'll throw a party with my millions.
I'm going to pay for my attorney with
I
your
watched
credit
it,
card.
Tom, I was there in person, so I will testify.
Thank you. Well,
Mark,
you
we
should
better be careful a little bit because this almost could be elder abuse if we did anything wrong.
Yes.
Elder abuse?
Yes.
I got to talk to seriously. I got to talk to Donna about this apartment. Now, did we call Mark or not? If
Well,
we did,
I gotta get the information
Oh, never
from
mind,
her.
Donna. Hold on. We won't go back to you then because Mark is going to call.
Yeah, Donna, the only thing Kelly, you talk to her. Is she going to be sending me a picture of the portal or whatever that shows the discrepancy? Soon as I get that, Donna, just get her phone number. I'll reach out to her after I talk to him later today.
Okay, thank you. Kayla's turn. So, Kayla, what's going on with you? Hi, Kayla.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's going on, Kayla?
So, basically, got a roofer to come on out about a year ago. Paid him with the insurance money. Sorry, give me 1 second.
So the roof. Okay, you hired a roofer a year ago.
Correct. Signed a contract with a roofer.
Yeah.
And I honestly.
Did you pay
I
in
don't
full?
ever get-
Did you pay in full?
So I gave him the $6,000 that the insurance company gave me.
Yeah.
Because he told me that he needed to buy material.
Yeah, so you never hire a roofer that says that ever. That's an easy way to never have this. No, I'm serious. Never hire a roofer that needs money up front ever. Don't ever hire one. That's the bottom line. Now, what else? Go ahead.
Well, and so of course I've learned that after. I thought I was.
That will eliminate 98% of all ripoffs. Don't pay a penny. 98%. You know, Excel Roofing, you don't pay anything. Not a dime. Not a dime.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
I want to
don't
know
do
Oh,
something.
It, never.
Well, and here's the deal is he made it sound legit because he's like, hey, so here's the way it works. You know, you get X amount from your insurance company, and then they pay the rest after the job's done. So
okay, well, what happened? You didn't tell us the bad news. What happened then?
Oh well, so
did he ever do your roof?
Nope.
Oh,
nope.
come on.
After multiple dates, I'm gonna be there on this date, this date, this date. Yeah, then he fell ill, and then again throughout a couple more dates. And
what's
now
the name of the roofer?
His name is Josh Sandoval.
Josh Sandoval. What's the name of the company?
303 Roofing and Construction.
Oh yeah.
LLC.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Rip-offs.
Yeah.
That's too bad. 303 Roofing and Construction. Yup, heard of them. That's too bad.
Really?
Yup.
Let's try to reach out to him, Kelly. Let's see if they'll come on.
What's his name?
Joshua Sandoval.
Yup, that's it. I'm looking it up. Oh, man. And so what's his latest excuse? You can get him arrested or you can get a civil judgment. It's Contractor Trust Act he violated. So how long ago was it?
That I signed the contract.
And did he ever come back? Did he ever do anything?
No, he did absolutely nothing.
Okay, so right now, what's his phone number?
Let's see. His phone number is.
Is he still out there trying to get work?
Oh, I believe so.
How'd you find him, by the way?
Actually, it was a family friend that sent him over. Clearly. Not a friend anymore.
Well, I don't think they did it on purpose, did they?
No, they didn't, but, you know, and they tried to help. But
Give me his phone number.
720.
Hold on, 720. Yeah.
320-8387.
8387. Are we going to call him right now, Mark? Right this second? Or somebody going to call him?
Yeah, I think Kelly should call and see if he wants to come on air.
720-320-8387. If I hadn't heard about him before, I wouldn't have put out the number, but I've heard about him.
She's calling.
303 Roofing and Construction, people. It took money up front, did nothing. Just sucks.
Reminds me of old Jay Lopez.
Oh, my God. You remember him? He's still on the Sleeves Brigade.
He's
listed at the Better. Guess what the Better Business Bureau gives him?
A+.
Oh my God, just crazy. Is he at 303roofing.com? Is that the one, or you said Roofing and Construction? Is that the actual name?
LLC is on the contract.
Is it Roofing and Construction LLC?
Correct.
I can't. Okay. I'm wondering if there's more than one.
Here's the caveat. Well, when I started looking up the company, after all this was kind of transpired, because I started filling out the paperwork for small claims, there was a phone number, and I reached out, and it sounds that he's using their. Are you there? Their contract. He's no longer with them. So he's fraudulently filling out these contracts.
Well, I'm not going to get into semantics. I see what you're saying.
Mark, I don't think this is the guy, but
there's someone doing that to Excel as well.
Mark, do you know that on here, on LinkedIn, do you know who it lists as 303 Roofer? But it's not the same. It can't be because it's Roofer, 303 Roofer, not 303 Roofing and Contractor. But
yeah, 303 Roofer
is Chris.
That's a good company.
You remember Chris?
I do remember Chris.
And so I don't want to get confused with those people.
Yeah. No, this is 303 Roofing and Construction LLC.
Yeah, he's just piggybacking off other people's goods and names a little.
The other guy is.
Prick.
Yeah. So let's call him. What did he say, Kelly?
It goes straight to voicemail, Tom.
Wow. Okay. Is it filled up?
He's going to be like a Jay Lopez, just an outright thief. You show up, you take money, you do absolutely nothing. You can call it whatever you want. You're a thief, bro. That's what you are.
Have you? I want to try to find this guy, though.
In my opinion.
I want to list him on the Sleaze Brigade. I want to try to find him.
At least a picture of them.
Yeah.
Send the info over to Suzanne. She's good at snooping out those photos.
Yeah, let's see if we can get a photo of this clown.
How much did you give, Kayla? I forgot.
Fell off.
Kayla?
Oh, she fell off. That sucks. That's all right. We've got all her info.
Man.
Tom, did you hear how much did she give him down?
She gave him $6,000.
God bless. Folks, you know what? I don't want to go into the whole spiel, but the bottom line is, especially with a roofer, never give him money up front. Not a nickel, not a dime, not a penny.
Yeah. Who are we going to assign this to? You going to keep trying, Kelly, or what? What do we do? We got to see if we can get a hold of this clown. At least give it the college.
Let's give it to Deputy Bo. He's on line 1 too.
Okay, let's go to Bo. Oh, no, I got to take this break. Bo, I'll come right back to you. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Stick around.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
We got quite a big backup coming down along 270. There's a stalled dump truck at the very end of the ramp here, eastbound 270 getting onto eastbound I-70. Large tow truck on scene. They've got the right lane blocked up while they get that dump truck loaded up. So you want to keep to the left side of the highway. But really, from I-76 all the way down, we are really jammed up for you. Westbound 270 also seeing slowing from Quebec, getting up past Vasquez. That crash northbound I-25 at 6. It's in the Gore Point, so no lanes blocked. It's backed up from Broadway. Denver weather today, partly cloudy and a high up near 92. It is 82 now. With your Impact Traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
SimplyFloorsInc.com. Tell them Tom Martino told you to call because, you know what, I've known Buddy for many years. What a great job they do on all kinds of floor coverings, no matter what you want. That is truly the kind of place you want with the expertise and the great installers. So you get the right product for the right place and the great installers. They can come to you, you go to them, or a combination of the two. Start out at Simply Floors Inc. That's INC, simplyfloorsinc.com.
Good afternoon. Thanks so much for calling the Tom Martino Show.
So, if people don't understand that poll,
what is
Deputy Chopper
says
he runs out of time. He reaches his time limit on YouTube all the time.
Deputy Chopper, you can't. They want you to be like on all the time. What the fuck is he
says he
talking
runs out of time. So I asked the question, have you ever run out of time on YouTube? We'll see what people say. I've never have in my life, not one time. But seriously, if you have, tell him what it is and how does he get around it? Is there some place, if you have an account, you can set a time limit, like for a kid or something? And
does he have like a YouTube Red account or YouTube TV or YouTube Live or whatever it is?
I would highly doubt it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So all these time calculators, sons of bitches, they all want, I don't know.
Time.
They all want, like,
They want money?
Yeah.
Do you have ads or no ads, Chopper? When you're watching, do ads pop up occasionally or no? Do you pay for Red? Give everybody on here. I'm trying to help you out, seriously. I know it pops up. You showed it to me. It does pop up. I have no idea how he gets there, though, because I've never seen it before.
Maybe something he set up on Google or Chrome that is a time limit for...
Well, what I thought is maybe his phone doesn't realize he's got unlimited data, and it's bitching because of data or something along those lines.
Yeah, that's a good train of thought.
But, I mean, I have no idea. But I can assure him one thing. YouTube wants you staring at him 24/7.
Exactly.
That time calculator sucks.
Garbage in, garbage out, brother.
No, it just sucks.
He says no ads. Wait. Oh, you do pay. Okay, well, hold on then. I don't know how Red works.
Well, there are no ads besides the Frank Duran stuff, the bottom third on the Martino show. So it's not like when you click on to watch Martino live, you'll see an ad first. So in other YouTube videos chopper that you watch, do you see those mid-roll ads or those beginning ads? Are they all gone and you pay for a YouTube subscription?
He says he does pay.
Okay.
So is there a time if you do pay? Is there a time? I'm going to Google that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
They never suckered me into Red. I've been suckered into all the other things. Isn't that what it's called, YouTube Red?
I think so, yeah.
Does YouTube Red...
And there's also like YouTube TV, but I think that's like
Time
actual
you.
TV stuff.
I have YouTube TV.
There is no time calculator that allows you to have seconds in it. None. Anywhere. Piece of shit, every one of them. None of them, you piece of crap. So how can
I don't see any time limits. Does YouTube Red have any time limits? I see nothing.
Oh, this one gets it. Okay, let's try this one.
Tom, look for hours, minutes, calculator light. That's what I have right now, and it does seconds.
Okay, I just found one I'm going to try here, and I'll see. So if I do 10 minutes.
10 seconds, guys.
The limitations may apply.
Hurt in a car crash? Get John Fuller on your side. Search attorney John Fuller.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Deputy Bo, you have something with Rihanna. And what's going on with Rihanna? I'm trying to find the original call here, sir.
This one's taken a while. I'm still working on it.
How long ago did this come in?
August 14th at the 11 o'clock hour, and Mark was the host.
Oh, okay. So there won't be any notes, or they will be cryptic at best. Go ahead.
And it was a great show. Keep going.
Yes, go ahead. Yes. And they were making fun of and they were making fun of me. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just give it to you in a nutshell. She owns an electrical. She's an electrical contractor. She returned a lot of electrical supplies back to the wholesaler, which was City Electric. There's in the amount of $13,000 on July 2nd. And when she returned the product, her husband did not get a receipt for the return. And they had a working relationship with this wholesaler. But the problem is the manager of this place got fired or left a couple days after they returned it. So we're just struggling to see if we can get credit. The new manager of the electrical wholesale house says they don't have a record of it, and they're not getting.
They don't have any record of her returning it?
No, and I asked Rihanna if she would see if they would go back through the video cameras, and apparently their cameras were not working.
So wait a minute. So are we to believe she brought all this stuff back and just left with the promise of getting paid, or what?
You know, at first I was skeptical, but after talking to her and checking out her company, I do believe she did return $13,000 worth of electrical supplies because they gave her partial credit, but she didn't get any receipt. She didn't, because they had a relationship.
Why did she get But how do you leave the store after returning everything and only getting partial credit? In other words, she just said, "Oh, I'll be back for the rest," or what? I don't understand that part.
I was a contractor. Sometimes I get in a hurry and drop stuff off at the wholesale house and say, "Hey, just get me credit on it in the next few days."
Okay,
And
got it.
And I've done that 1,000 times with car parts.
And it's a mistake.
And you don't get a receipt or anything.
She didn't get a receipt. Well, she had a relationship with the manager. His
Right,
name is Rob
right.
Fox at the Littleton
Can she
branch.
track
But
this
he's
guy
fine.
down maybe to go to small claims court?
I tried everything. In fact, I have a cousin that works for this branch, and he's trying to help me track this guy down. He's been with them 10 years, but he's like a ghost. He's gone.
So are they? How much total did she return, and how much credit did she get?
$13,500.
She returned.
Yes, they gave her $3,500, so she's owed about $10,000. So only thing I want to say is I'm working with the new regional manager. They've been going back and forth. I think they're going to issue her the credit. I just got to keep on top of it.
Well,
but I just wanted, yes.
They have to have some, I mean, she's got to know what she returned, right? Does she have original purchase receipts or anything?
She doesn't seem to have she has the invoice when she bought the stuff a year and a half. I guess they loaded up on a lot of this electrical stuff in anticipation of a big job, but they didn't get the job, so they returned it. But she has the invoice.
Are there any restocking fees we're not taking into consideration? Of certainly it wouldn't be 10 grand, but is there anything?
That's a good point. I need to ask him about the restocking fee. I bet she would be happy to pay a restocking fee on $10,000, Tom. So my bottom line is, you contractors out there, when you return product, even if you have a working relationship, you need to get some sort of paperwork stating you returned the product, because this company could deny her the credit. But I'm working with them. They may change their mind and issue it.
Wow.
So regarding this Kayla on the roofer that you just took the call on,
yeah.
You should, if she's still on the line, you should ask if she has this roofer's address.
Let's bring her up. Kayla. Kayla, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Deputy Bo wants to know if you have this guy's address.
I do. I searched it. Like I said, I was going to start the small claims court.
What's the address?
1680 Yukon Street.
Why do you care about that, Deputy Bo?
I'll tell you why, because it seems like when I call these people, they just have a propensity never to call you back. So I'd like to call them maybe twice, and if not, I'll just go over and pay them a visit.
Oh, wow. Thank you. It's suite number 1 in Lakewood, Colorado, 80214.
What, 1680 what, Yukon?
Yeah, 1680 Yukon.
Street. Correct.
And
Okay,
it's
give me
suite,
the phone.
and it's unit number 1?
Correct.
Okay, I will make a couple of calls first. If he doesn't call me back, I'm going to go over there tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, it's a serious problem. Now, this guy, by the way, just let me say this. This guy, Josh Sandoval, doesn't seem dangerous, does he, Kayla?
No.
Okay. Man.
Seems like personal visits do a lot, Tom, that I've seen.
They certainly can, that's for sure. I mean,
Well, I really appreciate you guys. I mean, that's just, I didn't know what to do, and I can't afford a lawyer. And then, like I said, my biggest fear is insurance company coming after me like I did the wrong thing. And I mean, I have the contract, but it does no good. I've made the calls. I've got every text. I've printed everything out. But yeah, I just clearly, and now I'm afraid to deal with contractors.
I don't blame you. I'm a contractor. Used to be. You got to watch out for them.
Well, you do have to, but for I know you're kind of joking because you did the right thing, but man, your company was around for God so many years, but
at $6,000 and not doing a thing. This I'm taking this one personally.
Well, and like I said, I work 2 jobs just to survive. I can't come up with this money right now. I mean, yeah, maybe eventually after saving for a couple years, but we just don't have the extra funds like that.
Yeah, this is a shame. It really is.
Let me ask you a question. If we can get him to do the roof.
Well, I wouldn't have him do unless, I mean, that would be begrudgingly doing the roof. I don't know if I'd want him around.
Exactly. Yeah, I think, because basically I've already talked to the insurance company, and they told me, well, it's coming up to a year. Either you sign with a new contractor, and I couldn't sign with a new contractor because I didn't have any money. So I've lost out basically on the rest of the money for the roof. I could literally cry. It's frustrating.
Yeah, well, we're gonna keep working on it. And listen, I wouldn't have him do any work, but we gotta scare the hell out of him. This isn't like the end of the world. He's got to come up with the money. But I'm wondering how many other people he's done it to.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine.
People, remember this: Josh Sandoval, piece of crap. Josh Sandoval. Bad to the bone. 720-320-8387. It's called 303 Roofing and Construction. The guy sucks. We got more coming up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
We got quite a big backup coming down along 270. There's a stalled dump truck at the very end of the ramp here, eastbound 270 getting onto eastbound I-70. Large tow truck on scene. They've got the right lane blocked up while they get that dump truck loaded up. So you want to keep to the left side of the highway. But really, from I-76 all the way down, we are really jammed up for you. Westbound 270 also seeing slowing from Quebec, getting up past Vasquez. That crash northbound I-25 at 6. It's in the Gore Point, so no lanes blocked. It's backed up from Broadway. Denver weather today, partly cloudy and a high up near 92. It is 82 now. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
The art of granite is the art of doing things the right way when it comes to your kitchen. They do countertops and cabinets, by the way. By the way, on countertops, all materials are wholesale. Unless you go to the remnant yard, then you get free materials. Really. All you pay for is that templating and installation. Here's the deal. They do granite and any other natural stone plus man-made materials, and they'll give you prices on the phone. You will never have a better company. They do it the right way. The art of granite.com. 386-5919. Get your price right now. 386-5919. I got to try. I got one more chance to get this right this hour.
Boy.
I'm just trying like hell. God.
Well, what's not right, though? I don't get
No. My timing for
your timing is impeccable. We've already discussed
I'm not talking about my breaks. I'm talking about these scene changes. Oh, wait a minute. That could be a problem right there. 7 minutes right there.
I'd love to camp out in your head for 20 minutes.
A bag of cats.
I mean, I know I already have a room there, but I mean,
There's too much
vision.
There's too much going on for you to understand. You wouldn't be able to take it.
That's probably possible.
That's the problem. I just can't believe I go over this shit time and time again, and the timing is off. Okay, hold on. Current transition. Go ahead.
Are you using Mountain Standard Time?
7 minutes. 7 minutes. So let me just make sure this is right. If I had a time calculator, it would help. 7. Son of a bitch. Why does it keep fucking changing, you bastard? 7 minutes. Fuck you.
Okay. You didn't change anything.
Not a damn thing.
Didn't change anything.
Shut up.
Zip, zero, zilch.
You guys, you know what? Okay. It's all going to come out.
We're on your side, Tom.
It's all going to come out. I mean, it will. It's all come out in the lawsuit. You bastard.
I think he'll forget to file. I'm not sure why.
Oh, that's going to come out too. So just keep it up. Keep it up.
Hey, Tom.
Keep it up, assholes.
What's funny is he still thinks he's on the air now.
As an expert witness, I get $500 an hour.
Are we done with Kayla?
Shut up.
He still doesn't realize that basically after the break, I go on air and he just sits there and talks.
Are we seriously done with Kayla?
This one sucks
Can
too.
I let her go?
Yeah, I think Bo's taking
Extricate?
charge.
I have no idea how to do time calculations.
That is probably the truest statement any of us have ever heard.
Oh, shh.
You got a 30-second spot coming up, Tom. 2 minutes, 17 seconds later. I nailed it.
All right, now I'm going to get pissed.
Yes.
I've got to get this fucking thing working. Oh, good.
1924. Okay.
Okay, what we need to do, Mark, when we do that junk phone, or if you're going to find it or I'll find it, whatever, we need.
Okay, so we got
people are saying they want to see the wide shot of everybody. Okay, good. And then, so I think you can put a stand right. I think one of those little flexible stands for the desk.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Yep.
Okay, I think it's going to work. I really do.
Not worried about it.
Okay, good.
We've got a nice tripod. I just got this little thing I'll order that connects a phone to it.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. You too. Okay. Take care. Bye.
So only 9% of the people reached the limit on YouTube. I don't even know how that happens. Even for them.
Ten seconds, Tom.
We'll have Dinesh D'Souza about his new movie called Vindicating Trump, and Robert Greenway, a national security expert, and more on The Joe Pag Show. Tonight from 6 to 9 on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. So, Kayla, you're back, and this roofer...
She gone.
Oh, she's gone. Okay. So, this roofer is going on the Sleaze Brigade, but Bo's going to keep on that one. And I have to tell you something, man. We are getting such a flurry of calls recently. People putting money down and getting screwed. And yet, every time I say no money down, I get pissed off contractors. Well, go to hell. I mean, you know what? The only way to protect yourself is not to put money down. It's, you guys, if look, here's the deal. There's no reason. If you can't finance a business, don't be in business. But people take a risk. And I'm telling you, with roofers, I said 98%, I exaggerated. It would be 99% of the problems gone. If you put no money down, like Excel Roofing, the only people I know, I swear to you, no money, not a dime, not even to get a full, complete estimate. So they go up and do it and give it in writing and every detail. They don't say, oh, whatever your insurance company wants, or give us your first insurance check, or any of that crap. They go up independently, give you an estimate. Now, once they do that, you have that estimate. You can compare it to what the insurance wants to do, and you know if you get the right thing because Excel will quote the right thing. Then They don't take your first check. They don't take your second check. They take final payment when you're done and satisfied, when they're done and you're satisfied. So that's just one example. But any kind, doing a basement, doing anything, why put money down? If you put money down, now pay for materials when they're delivered. Pay for plans when they're done. Pay as you go. Don't pay money up front for nothing. How simple is that to remember? Don't pay money up front for nothing. Mark, how many problems would be avoided if we did that? How many problems?
Almost all of them.
Yeah.
We'd have no show.
Maybe we wouldn't have a show. My God, it gets to be so tiresome to say that over and over and over. Ooh, it just really sucks. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255 is our number. We have another hour to go, and we promise to kick butt for you. So please give us a call. And we have a lot to talk about, including a review of the Sleaze Brigade, the newest members, and any kind of problem you have. 303-713-TALK or call 303-MARTINO, and that'll get you in line for any show you want. We'll call you back. You don't even have to stay on hold. 303-627-8466. Remember, more to come.
All right, I'm off to Kiowa.
All right.
I never thought I'd be saying I'm off to Kiowa for a wedding at 4 o'clock.
So we talk about it all the
Later, Tommy.
All right, man.
But if somebody else,
That's the roofing company.
time within that advertising breaks, we have no control over that.
As long as it's not illegal, we got to put it up there.
All right, later, Doc.
See you tomorrow for car day.
Car day.
It's car day and pizza day.
And pizza.
Not exactly true. So we still, yeah. So, So American Movers are ones we usually recommend, and any national company, Beacons, any of those moving companies are always a good bet. Okay, did you want to talk to Tom about it? What is the company? All right. And what is your name, sir? David. Gotcha, David. Okay. Hang on for me, and Tom will be with you as soon as possible, okay? Hang on. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for calling the Tom Martino Show. Yes, this is Kelly. How can I help you, sir? Oh, Nelson. Okay. Yeah. So I was kind of confused by your email. Did you want Tom's help on this, or were you just trying to make people? Okay. Well, I already sent it to him, and so he'll review it. And thank you so much for bringing this up to us. Really appreciate you. Okay. Bye.
I'm going to really try to do this thing. Let's see. You son of a bitch. Okay, so let me see. We're going to be. That's.
I don't know.
I know nothing either.
Nobody knows nothing.
Doing my best.
Are we? You may be, but I'm not.
I'm trying to find out why my timing's off. I think your timing's off, making my timing off.
Yeah, my time.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna be right on you like stink on shit, bro.
Yep.
I think it's all you. I try. I'm gonna look right now. 106.30. Let's see. I'm timing.
Well,
now it comes out.
If you want a specific time as to exactly when the Martino intro starts, it'd be 06:55 this time around.
Why?
I don't know.
Wait. Oh, that's my problem. Yeah. So you're saying it doesn't. Oh.
Depends on how long the spot. I know
it's
because right now you're out of syndication, so that can float around a little bit.
But okay, the first 2 hours are definitely.
They're 06:50.
Wait, I don't have 06:30 ever.
06:45. So it floats a little bit.
Come on.
It does.
06:30 was at noon. Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Now I know why. So it's not me.
I can probably email you.
Oh no, I don't want to have to do that every day.
Yeah.
I can probably email you when your logs are.
No, because that'll float.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Depending on what other live spots.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Crap, so.
See my open just started because of that.
Oh, you still got 30 seconds.
I know. That's right. That's what happened. That's what.
Yeah, it depends on the promos that are in too. Some are 15, some are 20.
I know what to do, you bastards.
It is closer to on time in the 10 o'clock and the 11 o'clock because you are syndicated.
I got to trigger by audio. Yeah. That's what I have to do.
10 seconds.
On 630 KHOW and on iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hello, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. What is happening in your life? I know, by the way, we're going to go to David has an amazing moves problem. You know, we used to have amazing moves on our referral list. We used to have other movers on our referral list. And there are some better than others. Amazing moves, not that bad. American moves, not that bad. The best mover, to be honest with you, in the city, well, there were two of them. One of them was sold. They're not great anymore. That was Grable. The family got rid of it. They're not terrible, but they're not great. The best, and always has been, Johnson Moving and Storage. And they were on the referral list when I first got so many years ago.
And Tom, for in-town moves, Move Masters are the best. I just had another
hold on
friend-
one sec, though, John. Doc. I just don't want to interrupt this one thought. Johnson Moving and Storage was on early. They did a great job. And they don't need the referral list. Bottom line, I mean, they have more business they know what to do with. Johnson Moving and Storage. There's a reason for that. Then we have Amazing Moves that came on and off. And we had American Moving on and off. We had some others in between. And it's a very simple proposition. They don't measure up. I don't know how to put this. They just don't measure up. And this recommendation I just want to make this very clear. This recommendation coming from Deputy Doc is just his recommendation. I have no idea. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're good. I'm just saying you just don't go by that right now. I mean, don't come to me and complain if for some reason they're not. I want to get a great mover on. I'm not doubting Deputy Doc's opinion. I'm just saying that they haven't been vetted. They're not on the referral list. Every time we get a mover on there, we're sorry about it. So, Doc, who were you going to recommend?
I was going to say Move Masters for in-state moves, for local moves. They won't move you from.
How do you know them?
I was one of their first customers back in 1983.
Oh, wait a minute. You've been dealing with them that long?
I have known them since 1983. They have moved me,
oh, my God. Then get them on the referral list,
friends.
bro. Get them on. Let's give them a special deal. Come on. Or they don't need it, right?
They don't need it, but they are the best. I have never had a complaint from anybody that I've referred, including family and friends. I'll see if they want to be on the referral list, but in the meantime, they are absolutely terrific.
And by the way, we're getting this appliance repair place on that I told you about, this Russian guy that came to my house, or Ukrainian. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that because they could be one or the other, but he's just such a good guy. And he came to my house on a Sunday, could have sold me a compressor and didn't, made a repair for like $69. I'm serious. And he's coming on the referral list. Daphne just told me about him. And God, is he good. I have given him so many kudos over the years. And finally, we got him on. It's Apex Tech Appliance Repair, Apex. And what's his name? His name is Roman at Apex. So anyway, David, what about Amazing Moves? What's going on with that?
Hi, Tom.
Hey, man.
Loyal listener.
Thank you.
I'm going to call by saying back in the 90s, we used to have radios in the shop, and you were the Trump of the 90s. Everybody who would hear your voice was like, are you listening to Martino? And I'm like, yeah. He helps us out, you know. But anyway.
We were a powerhouse. Now, let me say were. I don't mean to say that I haven't. No. But what I mean by this is local radio and local TV are nothing like they used to be. Nothing. And we just have to say that. That's why we're on the internet. That's why we're on podcasts. That's why we're trying to expand. But really, local media, and I think it's a good thing, is nothing like it used to be. You know, when I would walk around, there were 3 channels, you know, and if you're on one of them, you were something. Now there are, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of channels and hundreds of podcasts and hundreds of YouTube videos and hundreds of social posts and hundreds of thousands and thousands and millions. I mean, think about Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. Everyone's a star. Everyone is a star. Social media is the best thing and the worst thing that ever happened. But anyway, keep going, sir. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just, if you could just update your referral list, because I heard a couple of weeks ago when Mark was on, and he said you didn't have any recommendations for moves, and then I contacted Amazing Moves, and they're still doing well with me, but it's just when I went on the website, there's nothing about moving and storage, and that's what I had to go through. But they're doing good, but I just wondered why. If you can just update us. Why you let them go, or why they're not there?
It was mutual. Now, listen, I'm not going to blame them. They're not sleazy. They're not bad. Neither is American. But let's just put it this way. We have the whole category got too many complaints. We have to figure out a way to get people that don't. See, here's what we do. It's not that we don't want complaints, but we don't want to piss people off. I mean, when we have somebody on the referral list, unlike Angie's or any other list in the world, I don't care who it is. I don't give a damn who it is. Logan, whatever. Everybody has a list now. Everybody's got a list. I don't mind that. Have lists. Who cares? But I'll tell you for absolutely positively sure, we're the only ones that'll eat our own, and we're the only ones that'll eat the others. We'll go after people who do wrong things, okay? That's what we do. We go after our own advertisers if they're not measuring up, because credibility is number one here. Number one, or we wouldn't last. There's no way I could be on 45 years shouting hell down on people and praising others if I was lying and cheating. You can't survive that long. You just can't, okay? But here's the problem. We can't have that many complaints. Even if someone, I'm telling you, I had a guy one time that would fix every complaint, but we had too many of them. And I said, listen, I don't know what you're doing, but you're pissing people off even though you're solving the problems. And I can't have people saying, oh, yeah, I use so-and-so, and they sucked. I had to call Tom Martino back. And if I get that all the time and people start talking about the referral list, it's a bad thing. Right now, when people talk about the referral list, really, I mean, except for a few crankpots here and there, and a few legitimately bad experiences now and then, most of the time, it's a golden list. I mean, we have cherished these people, and we treat them well, and we promote the hell out of them, and they come on as our experts. It's the premier list. It's nothing like Nextdoor or nothing like Facebook Marketplace. For God's sakes, it has my name attached to it for 40 years. I believe in it. Well, actually, I've been on the air that long. The list hasn't. The list, I think, came about in 93 or 94. But I was the first one ever. And the point is, I can't have movers until I figure out a mover that'll do it the way we want it to be done.
Okay,
I don't know.
well,
I don't know what else to tell you.
On there.
Amazing Moves isn't it? But I just want to say something. And this is not a slight against them as they're not bad people. They're not. But Marshall's not, that company's nothing like they used to be. I did a story. They were on my Martino TV show on Fox 31 when I had it, along with on the radio as a sponsor. They were like supermen the way they did. They all had the same uniform. They had assembly lines like guys lined up. The way they did moves, they looked like robots. They were so good. And then it deteriorated. I'm not saying they went to hell. They didn't. They're far better than the average. And then we had, Gabriel over at, so Marshall's at Amazing, and Gabriel was over at American. And again, they hold a standard for a certain amount of time. Maybe it's beyond them. It's hard to get labor. It's hard to train people. It's hard to keep people. But I want to know why, in my, how many years here, 45 years, why not one, I swear to God, not one complaint about Johnson Moving and Storage. I know Mark. Mark used to be a sponsor. Mark used to be on the referral list. He said, Tom, right now we have more business we know what to do with. It wasn't that we don't like each other. I swear to God, the guy is I should just put him up there just for the hell of it. You know what? Until I get someone, I should just put him up there gratis because he does so much good for people. Not one complaint. How can anyone be in the moving business and not get one? And I mean that, whether they were on the list or not. Not one complaint in all of these years. Not one. Yeah. I even hired them one time to move an aircraft for me. Did you know that? They do everything. So, David, so you called to wonder why I don't have movers on the list? Did he go?
There's nothing on there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm ashamed. There are certain categories like that. Certain categories. And then we have another problem. Let me tell you another problem. I'm being very transparent here. And let's take roofing. I love roofers when they do a great job. And our roofers do a great job. But I'm going to tell you, I get a lot of them pissed off when I talk about Excel, not a penny down, because some of them take money down. They do. Now, am I saying they're sleazy? No, because those guys, they're going to take money down, but they're going to come through. At least, thank God, they have so far. We've never had a roofer that we've approved that took money and quit. Okay, we've never had that. In fact, in all of our years, we've only had maybe 2 contractors who've taken money and disappeared. Or they didn't disappear, they sleazed out. Or they went out of business. But right now, I think you bring up a good point. We need to go above and beyond the other lists, and we need to find good people, even in difficult categories. I totally agree with you. Are you looking for a mover now?
No, sir. I just reached out to them because I didn't see them on your list, and they were fine with me. So everything's good, but no, I just saw that there was nothing on the list.
You know what? I will say this. You may want to go to, if you ever do, though, the one that I didn't know Deputy Doc knew these people for that long. Who did you say they were, Deputy? I didn't write it down.
Their
Doc.
name is Move Masters.
Move Masters, man, what a great idea. Anyway, thank you for calling. And again, we don't have anybody now, but we're going to work on it. 303-713-8255. More coming right up.
You hear more and more about identity theft in the news every day. That's because so much of your personal info is out of your control, like your insurance provider that has your social security number and your favorite retailer that has your payment details. If they get breached, your information's vulnerable. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code PLAY at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
John Fuller is a personal injury attorney. When you get injured, the first thing you think, if you're really injured and someone else's fault, how much is this worth? I mean, am I going to be reimbursed for my pain and suffering, for my lost work, for everything, for my injuries? There's nothing wrong with that. That's the system of justice we have that pays money for damages. And John Fuller knows that. He'll answer your questions like, how much is it worth? And he means it. And how do you collect? Because no matter what it's worth, if you can't collect, it's not worth it. And he'll tell you the next steps or how to use your UMI, underinsured motorist coverage. Here's what you want to do. Give him a call, 303-597-4500. You'll talk to him before you hire him. Unlike any other firm anywhere. Personalinjuryco.com. Just look for John Fuller. Google him, John Fuller. Frank Duran, the real estate man. You know how I feel about Frank, like a brother. Honest to God. Frank Duran and I have been friends for 30 years. He's been in business that whole time, and I've referred so many people to him. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate, you will never find anyone better. If you want a free valuation on what your house will sell for, what you'll clear, what you can buy, just information, you get that free too. No pressure ever. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Hey, you know what, Dragon? Thank you for solving my problem. And I'm serious because Shannon told me it's 0630.
I didn't know you were trying to hard time it on your end.
Well, here's what I was trying to do. I have a system here where this app will be triggered by time. So I put 0630, but it's not 0630. So then that throws everything off.
Yeah, it's not always going to be that. It'll be in the first 2 hours, it'll be relatively close.
Yeah, but I'm going to do something different. I'm going to try to find a different kind of trigger.
Yeah.
Seriously. So there's got to be a different kind of trigger on these macros. The macros have time, events, different things. So what I need to do is just figure out the trigger. That's all.
You can fire it manually, right?
Yeah, that I can do. You're absolutely right. So if I fire the first one manually, then I'm golden. In fact, that's probably what I should do.
Yeah. You can tie it to your mic, right? So whenever you turn on your mic, then it will fire?
I don't know I got to look that up, actually.
That is a really good idea, I reckon.
That's a good one. Let me, you know what?
Yeah, so whenever you turn your mic
there's all
off,
kinds of hotkeys here that you can do, too.
Yeah.
Wait, you know what? I got to see. Or events. This thing is so robust, this program. I just have to figure it out. Yeah. It's kind of fun.
Experimenting is always fun.
But remember, this is only, I've only been doing this since Monday. I mean, literally, I picked it up during the show on Monday.
Yeah.
There are macros that, Jesus Christ, macros can get so intricate, so intricate. You know, have you ever done a macro? God damn it. It's like.
Yeah, you should be able to tie that to your mic, a macro.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm looking for. If, oh my God, it has audio. If audio, I don't know what that means. If audio is, let's see, selected the sound. Holy shit. It does have the mic, bro.
There you go.
It does have a mic.
Sometimes I'm clever.
Wait, it has a media source. What is media source? Is above, is output, that's output volume. Configure audio monitoring. Let's see, audio monitoring. Wow, God, there are so many things.
Smart money.
I really have to get to know this program. I love macros, but God damn it, macros are weird. You have to know so much about it. Media, if media, source.
Chirp.
You'd never trust me to trigger that. But no, I couldn't. Never mind. No, fucking. No, I couldn't. If media folders display date.
10 seconds, buddy.
Okay.
Your trusted local fiduciary advisors, TrajanWealth.com. 630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. Let's go back to the phones. And, we don't have phones right now? Okay, good. So give us a call if you want to get through. There are a few things I want to talk about, as I said before. Some of the things we need to be aware of, and I've narrowed them down. You know, obviously, we talked about money down being a trigger for consumer problems. So I went back over my problems for the last 5 years. Now, I can go back further, but trends change so drastically. And the last 5 years definitely has been money up front. Now, if you wanted to take a stab or a guess, any of you listening, YouTube morons or Dragon, Kachina. Well, Kachina doesn't listen to the show. She's drinking mimosas. But other than that, I'm just joking, by the way. Don't get mad. And
she's currently not listening and on the phone.
Okay. So is Doc listening?
Yeah, I'm here, Tom.
Okay. So someone take a stab. What would be the number two? If money down is one of the number one triggers for consumer complaints over the last 5 years, what do you think number two is? What do you think? Now, I'm not going to tell you right this minute. I want YouTube morons. Come on, you've been listening long enough. Give me an idea. What do you think? What do you think? Absolutely, the number two trigger over the last 5 years for consumer complaints. Poor
workmanship.
One is no. One is money down. That is absolutely responsible for. I mean, 99% of all roofing complaints, 99% of construction complaints, blah, 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 blah. Okay. What about, I mean, that's where it starts. Let's put it that way. Not everyone who puts money down has a problem, but inevitably 99% who do have put money down up front.
I'd go with number two would probably be warranties.
That's up there, but not number 2. That's very, very good, Dragon. That is one of them that really has come up over the years. People depending on warranties and not getting what they thought.
Lifetime warranty. No, not really.
That's up. You're hitting, by the way, the top 5, but you didn't hit the number 2. Number 2, okay, what are my guys saying? Not returning calls, poor customer contact. Let's see what else. Door knockers. Can't leave voicemails anymore. Oh, by the way, oh, God, that phone support is in the top 5. Phone support is definitely in the top 5. Plus, Dragon named the other one in the top 5, warranties. So warranties and phone calls. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now the number 2. The number 2 problem. You have, first of all, the money up front will do it every time. And the number 2 complaint has to do with verbal promises. Everyone, have you heard it? Come on. Complaint triggers. Have you heard it?
Yeah.
How many times have you heard, he said, but they told me, I assured them, they said. So on complaint triggers, if you want to be in the know and you want to be smart, you can tell people, I've heard this, and you heard it from me, and I'm not kidding. Okay, the number 1 is money up front. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is the promise, the verbal promises. Okay, number 3, guess what? You had it. So warranties, or misrepresented warranties, but warranties in general. Warranties. And then number 4 is number 4. Oh, no, sorry. Number 3 was phone support. Lack of phone support or bad phone support. Because people want to talk to people. Have you noticed how more and more people are getting away from phone support? So money up front, verbal promises, phone support warranties. What do you think the 5th one is? What do you think? Somebody said they've given verbal promises to girlfriends. Who's did? Okay. That's on my stream here. No, seriously, the 5th, I'm not going to tell you till after this. The 5th trigger. I want you all to think, what's the 5th? This is over the last 5 years now, so it's recent stuff, right? Oh my God! You guys, you guys are all gonna know it.
Exchanges.
No, that's good. That's good, Kelly. That's in the top 10. That's not in the top 5. Very good. Okay, so more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show, and we're going to talk about just that. What is it? Can you tell me what it is? Right after this. You guys are doing good.
Is Denver's Talk
I'm
Station
amazed
with Tom
that you've
Martino.
gotten the
Now,
top.
Michael
You've
Brown
all
tomorrow
hit
morning
one.
at 6 OW Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Easy driving throughout the Denver Metro this afternoon. I-25 north and southbound showing no complaints through town. I-70 east and westbound flowing free from the foothills to DIA and back again. North of I-70, I-270 westbound.
See, no one has stats like this because no one does this shit.
About 2 or 3 minutes of delays there. Heading east and
True.
Boulevard southbound, some slow traffic between
Let's ask
Tower
Steve
Road
on
and
your
56.
side for Channel 9.
Fox 31 pinpoint weather heading into a warm weekend, mostly sunny skies with a high of 92 today, overnight low of 54. Tomorrow cooling down a little bit with a high of 83. The current temperature in Denver is 88 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
SimplyFloorsInc.com. The name says it all, doesn't it? And we mean all floor coverings, basically. They did a job. No, they've done jobs for me. They've done jobs for Mark and Suze. They're great people. Buddy and Karen Mitchell are experts. Tell them Martino told you to call because they're good people. And I want them to know we love them. And they have 3 showrooms now. Plus, they come to you. Go online and start the process. Make an appointment. Or just drop by a showroom. But you find it all at SimplyFloorsInc.com. simplyfloorsinc.com. Whether hardwoods, laminates, veneers, carpeting, whatever you want, luxury vinyl planking, that's simplyfloorsinc.com.
Bronco.
Come on, people. Come on, people. You must come on.
No, but you can certainly email us, and we will send that over to Mark Szymanski.
Oh, I'm going to have to sit down and write fucking macros. God damn it. Hey, maybe I can have a cue, like when you hear Dragon's voice.
Yeah.
No, because you talk haphazardly now and then. That would
I
trip.
talk more than just the spot, yeah.
So 94% have never reached the limit on YouTube. 6% say they have.
Huh.
There's no such thing as reaching a limit. I can't believe somebody would get a message. Guys, YouTubers, what's 6% of you, other than Chopper, who else has actually gotten a message you've reached your limit on?
6% of them would be like 3.5 people.
Now, here's the deal.
All right, I'll pass that along. Thanks, Brian.
I have had weird messages when it comes to
Bye-bye.
chat. You know, when I do my AI, they say you've exhausted this topic, move on, basically. Select a new topic. I swear to God they do. Especially when they're wrong and I challenge them. I say, what about this? What about that? So here's what I want to know. How is it that their chatting responds to me immediately when I chat and they hear me on the mic? But when I look at my picture, I have to refresh the screen to bring it up to date. I don't get that part. I don't know how the timing is. I don't know how this feels.
Video buffering, maybe?
Yeah, but they're not getting me instantly. Like when I say,
No.
hey, they didn't hear hey for a while.
Correct.
Okay. But yet
depending
when I
on
type,
where they are and what kind of connection they have, could be 15 to a minute and a half.
but they seem to respond when I say something verbally on the mic, even though that's delayed. They seem to respond on the chat quickly. So I don't understand how I can't reconcile that, because technically my voice is delayed, and the chat should be delayed. But if I say, like I asked them who would take part in the lawsuit, or who wants to testify for me, I got immediate responses, and it was like there must be some people
after the delay. I mean, like we can sit there and say, "Hey, yeah, it's a 1:36:01, 02, 03, 04."
Oh, I get it.
And they're not going to hear that.
You're
for
right.
15
You're
or
right.
30 seconds.
You're right.
So by the time you turn your head and look over at it, then they're responding, because now it's been 15 seconds, literally 15 seconds since I started counting.
And
Now they're
YouTubers can
typing
hear
a
you
response.
just fine. Well,
Yeah.
Okay. Tim D says immediate, but I see what you're saying. That we have a delay. We have two delays. We have the delay on the air, and we have the YouTube's delayed.
Yeah, I just counted. It's a 30-second delay on YouTube right now.
Holy crap. That's really long.
Well, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
And that's just the notion of uploading it.
Yeah.
I think Twitch, maybe Facebook might be a little quicker. Maybe
But
Twitch
I'll
might
tell
be
you
a little
what, our
quicker.
quality is extremely better going this direct from here.
Well, yeah, you pay for better service at your home than
I
we
know.
pay for here at the building.
I just can't believe that. I have a bigger pipe.
It's easy to believe. It does say iHeart out front.
Wow. Did I just say I have a bigger pipe?
Well, we all knew that, Tom.
Oh, God. The show behind the show. Tom, is Johnson the same as Cowboy Storage? No. Do we have... No, it's not. No, I got to answer that guy.
10 seconds.
Treatment I received. AdvancedHair.com.
I'm Tom Martino. Get your calls in before the end of the hour. John Jones, I know him. He's from, I love this guy. John Jones Sr. and John Jones Jr., Integra Insurance. By the way, open enrollment's coming up soon, but he wanted to make a comment. Go ahead, John, on somebody you hired from the well, he's new on the referral list, but you had asked me for a private recommendation, didn't you?
Very much so. And I couldn't speak more highly of Roma. He actually came out to us on a Sunday also, spent about an hour looking at our washing machine. Basically told us, yeah, I could fix it, but it's going to cost you more to do that than just going out and finding a new machine.
Yeah.
Couldn't meet a nicer guy.
I know it.
And he didn't charge us a single penny.
Isn't that's amazing on a Sunday? That's amazing.
Yep, amazing.
And
so
here's
I'd recommend him to anybody.
Now, when you asked me for a recommendation, of course, he wasn't on the referral list. He's not on technically right this minute, but he's going to be on. We've signed him up. We need appliance repair so badly. We need such good people. Now, John, did you tell him that I referred you?
Very much so.
Yeah. Did he tell you that we've been referring? So, I mean, informally, I don't know if he told you, but I've been keeping him busy. I have so many people calling him now. Yeah.
Well, they couldn't ask for a better repairman. He is just absolutely fantastic.
So he came out on a Sunday, and we have this, I think it's a Viking refrigerator, whatever, one of those big side. And so this Viking, I think the compressor is like $6,000, John. Okay. So we thought it was a compressor. I was prepared to buy a compressor. And do you know what? He said, this is on a Sunday. He comes out and says, it's just a relay. And it's not kicking on the compressor. Because I could tell the compressor wasn't coming on. I was messing with it. But I never thought of a stuck relay. He did like a $65 repair. I was prepared to buy a compressor for this damn thing. And it is amazing. I mean, he could have totally ripped people off if he wanted. And then there was no upcharge for being a Sunday. We tipped him, man. We love him. And so I bet you wrote his name down. You're going to call him in the future, aren't you?
Very much so.
Now,
he's a fantastic individual.
Now, since you're on, I want to ask you a couple questions. I had a very serious inquiry yesterday on email. Here it is. Somebody got a notice. This is an odd situation. A husband and wife, they're on a small home together. Just a modest little home. No savings or anything. Their Social Security was low enough. They got Medicaid to supplement, I guess. Does that sound?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
The wife had some emergency care and some other care and some hospice care. She died. Now, she wasn't on Medicaid for a long time, but she was on good enough time with, how expensive things get. But she was on both Medicare and Medicaid. Well, Medicare paid as they should. Medicaid probably did too. Now the husband, the widower, gets a message saying, we have been tasked with pursuing collection for Medicaid services. Have you ever heard of that happening? From the estate of such and such woman. Can they go after the... Now, I thought, well, wait a minute. He's still alive. Can they take half of what he has? I mean, John, have you heard of this happening? You're the expert.
I have heard, because Medicaid can come back, based on her expenses. In the particular email that you have, if you have his phone number, if you could send it over to us so that we can take a look at it. But yes, I've heard it happening, because technically Medicaid can collect.
But do they collect on, let me ask you this, do they collect on his half of the house or all of it? Or, if the house reverts to him automatically, what happens? Do you know?
I'm not sure about that, Tom. I'd need to do some research and let you know.
Because I would hate to think that older people who need Medicaid end up getting socked in the teeth.
I agree. But if I could do some research on that, I'll be happy to get back in touch with you.
So what should I do? Send you that letter he got?
Yeah, could you please send me that letter?
I can. It's a photo of the letter he sent, but I think it's good enough that you can read it.
That'd be great.
If you zoom it. Well, but your wife can read it. I'm sorry. So and this is kind of an inside joke. John, how long have you not had eyesight now?
27 years now.
Yeah. So
since the accident.
Do you still remember vivid? Do you still dream in vivid colors? I'm just curious.
Oh, very much so.
Wow. Okay, so John, I'm going to send that over to you. I really appreciate it.
And I'll be back in touch with you, Tom.
All right, thank you. We'll see you.
Take care.
Okay, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So let's try to get on Kachina. I know it's late in the show, but see if Dan McKenzie's around just for the hell of it. I want to ask him about that, too. I'm sure he might come up against that when people die. So he's the only one I can think of right now. Maybe we can ask him if he's available. If not, Keelan Park. And find out, basically, if in fact that can happen. Okay, now, I have some texts here. This one. Timeline, oh, never mind. That's the one about, okay. My water bill did not start coming to my apartment till 2 months after I moved in. And it said, so here's what he's saying, that the water bill lagged. So if this woman moved out of that apartment and is wondering why she was being charged a big amount, she was charged, they told her they would charge her $100 extra for holding over a month after the lease. But it turned out to be more than $100 over. It turned out to be $300 over. And this guy is saying it could possibly be a water bill? I mean, I don't know. Another one was talking about equipment that employers supply you. They are allowed to offset any wages when you quit or leave with anything you've kept. There's a suggestion here, a good one. If you leave, make sure that you get a receipt when you return things or return before you leave. That's a good point, because they could always say you kept stuff. I'm Tom Martino, and we have more. Oh, wait, Dan McKenzie. Let me. If he's right there, I want to talk to him. I'll just be late. I'm sorry. Dan, are you there?
I am.
Dan McKenzie, an estate planning attorney I talk about all the time, McKenzie Law. Dan, so husband and wife, the wife on Medicaid, not the husband, oddly enough, the wife received Medicaid and Medicare. She was in her 80s and went to hospice care. That was what Medicaid was for the end of life stuff. And after she died, the house went to him, and they have no money. And the house, I don't know how much equity, but I wanted to ask a few things. They get a letter from Medicaid or from somebody, in that agency somewhere saying we've been tasked with investigating a claim against the estate. So what I want to know is, if the house didn't go through an estate or probate, can they make a claim for her half or for the whole house, or how would that work?
They could potentially put a lien on the house. I mean, the husband should be able to stay there as long as he wants to or needs to. So it should not affect during his lifetime, but there is a possibility they could put a lien on the house to be collected after he passes away.
Or if he sells it and wants to move to Florida, can they lien it then?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Now, I've never heard of Medicaid doing this. Is that pretty common?
Yeah, it comes up. Yeah.
Okay, now, is that both for long-term care and for medical care?
No, this is really long-term care.
But she wasn't in long-term care. Well, was hospice considered long-term care? It was hospice at the house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, that's weird. I know what you're saying. For nursing homes and stuff, if you have a big, expensive house, they should be able to be reimbursed. But this was for medical care and stuff.
Yeah, the medical care component is only based on income, not assets.
Okay.
So,
what about hospice? Do you know how hospice is classified?
It depends, I think, on how long she received it. I mean, I think Medicare covers up to 60 days, I want to say. And then things longer than that are considered long-term care.
Okay. And then, so the other question is, on this lien, is there a homestead exemption? Would that take precedent if this guy doesn't have enough equity to meet his homestead exemption? What is a homestead exemption?
The homestead exemption, I mean, if you have to declare bankruptcy, is how much money do you get to keep in your home?
But doesn't that apply to liens?
Yes, but yeah, and that's been raised significantly in Colorado in the last few years. So But I don't think that would come into play really.
Really?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I thought that homestead exemption is a part of equity that can't be touched by creditors.
Well, yeah. So again, yeah. So yeah. If like I say, the nuclear bomb, of course, against creditors is a bankruptcy situation, and then the question is, what happens if you declare bankruptcy? How much are you allowed to keep? And right now, I'm a little out of date on how much home equity you get to keep, but I want to say it's close to $200,000.
Exactly. And then there's a matter of cost to sell, which discourages creditors. So it's $200,000 per. So he would have the whole homestead to himself. And as you get older, does it get higher?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thank you, Dan McKenzie. That's coplans.co 833 CO Plans. Very interesting. Very, very.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Easy driving throughout the Denver Metro this afternoon. I-25 north and southbound showing no complaints through town. I-70 east and westbound flowing free from the foothills to DIA and back again. North of I-70, I-270 westbound, some usual stop-and-go traffic between Northfield and Vasquez. Only seeing about 2 or 3 minutes of delays there. Heading east and leaving DIA, Pena Boulevard southbound, some slow traffic between Tower Road and 56th. Fox 31 pinpoint weather heading into a warm weekend, mostly sunny skies with a high of 92 today, overnight low of 54. Tomorrow cooling down a little bit with a high of 83. The current temperature in Denver is 88 degrees. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
All right. Sheridan Auto Tech is the place to go for pre-buy inspections on used cars. Guess why? They'll do a pre-buy inspection for $120. Unbelievable. And you know what else is unbelievable? They do electrical issues for electrical systems. They also do maintenance even when your car, this is a regular service, even when your car's under warranty, and they'll save you money over the dealer and keep all the records to keep your warranty alive. I want you to find out more with SheridanAutotech.com. Give them a call or drop by on Colfax west of Wadsworth. Well worth the drive for all of your major service and minor maintenance, all of that. 303-455-7242. 455-7242.
Thanks for calling the Troubleshooter Show. Please hold a moment.
That was really good work getting on Mackenzie on a short notice like that. Thank you for putting down the mimosa.
I'll be sure to share that with her when she comes back.
Oh, she's not there.
Because she likes to wander. Tom says that was a really good job of you getting on the guest. It was fantastic of you to put down the mimosa.
What?
That's what he said. He's very appreciative. Good work.
Whatever, you people.
Hey, he said.
Hey, Dragon.
Yo.
Tom, I am not drinking.
Yet.
I'm going to
I should be.
I'm going to a Venezuelan event, a dinner party, and then it's bring your own cat.
We were talking on the Michael Brown Show this morning. Is what do you pair with cat? You know, red wine, white wine. What kind of alcohol, as well as to how to properly prepare.
I thought that was funny. I don't give a shit. I thought it was funny.
What gravy do you put with cat? Is it white gravy or brown gravy? What sides? You know, the Rocky Mountain oysters.
Is it red or white wine? First of all, it's got to be white.
Everybody was leaning towards white because cat is a white meat, apparently.
You guys are sick. I had a cat. I miss my cat.
I have 3 cats right now.
I have a cat right here. My daughter's cat's here now.
Yeah.
Stop talking about eating cats.
probably pull up that text
My
line.
my Walmart has been delivered outside my door, and then right after that, the Ring camera showed somebody carrying it away. No, I'm just kidding. My package is there. How wonderful!
The best wine pairing for domestic cat is Mad Dog 2020. Let's see what else we have here.
Oh, Ken sent his contract on the thing. Hold on. All cancellations if you do not buy our warranty to protect beyond the Oh, it does say beyond the manufacturer's warranty. That is kind of truly misleading. It really is. It leads me to believe he has a manufacturer's warranty on this. It really does. We got to revisit this if we got his number. This is weird.
I don't think we have time today because we only have about 3 minutes. But yeah, we can get him back on tomorrow.
Do we have somebody on to take? No, we won't get him on now. You're right. We don't have time. But I can talk about it.
I don't know who the hell is.
Oh, I gotta. Jesus, I'm gonna piss people off. I gotta go for the top five.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think the sixth one is?
Who?
Oh man.
Are you coming in tomorrow, Tom?
No.
I still like the out of state.
We got to figure out how to do this YouTube. Mark and I are working on a system where I don't have to be here for that to work. Oh, that's going to be fun, isn't it? Trying to do a remote YouTube like that. God damn it.
Florida movers. Don't deal with Florida movers.
Rod and Kevin are here, so you wouldn't like hamburger, cheeseburger, pizza, or whatever it is anyway.
Mark's going to be in though, but we just need to figure out a way to get this whole thing working. I mean, I'm going to need, I don't know, I'm going to need some kind of remote, a laptop access, and I don't know if Mac does that as well as the regular PCs do. I don't know if they have that remote desktop app.
Yeah, they've got their own programs like Chicken of the VNC or whatever.
Oh, they do? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another little laptop, I guess, and then have one dedicated like we used to. I think that's really the only thing I can do is have a dedicated laptop for all of that shit that I can access from here.
Where's that one going to live?
I'm going to say it'll be here, and then I have a laptop I take with me to control.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
But what I can't do, this is the one thing, the one problem, is signing.
Buddy.
Missing ingredient is you. Join me each day of the work week, starting at 2 here on 630 KHOW.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. Well, I looked at something that this guy sent on that appliance factory outlet or factory appliance, whatever the hell the name is. AFO, is it? Appliance factory outlet. And it is misleading. I mean, he did send us something that I think shows he's been misled. Now, even though their thing says, all of their disclaimers say that they are as is, and they have their own warranty, right? And they make it very clear. You have your own warranty, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that disclaimer is pretty damn clear. But on this receipt he's got, it says, if I do not purchase Protection Plus extended warranty to protect my appliance purchase beyond the manufacturer warranty, I'm responsible for all costs and repairs and replacement of my appliance. That would lead me to believe you do have a manufacturer's warranty. I mean, to me, that just doesn't seem right. And it says, so Mark said probably they might have another kind of disclaimer, but this one would be in conflict with that. That's the part I don't understand. I fully understand them having their own, buying overstock, not having a factory warranty. There are a lot of places, like on the internet, where you can buy camcorders and stuff that are not covered by normal warranties. And then what happens is you are basically responsible for everything, but you get that up front. That's a disclaimer. They're called gray markets. Well, we're out of time, so as we progress, I'm going to get better at this YouTube. I promise you that. I want to remind you to call 303 Martino, 303-627-8466. Very, very important to get help. And then you can just hang out there and leave your name and number.
All right, you're clear, buddy.
Martino.